You have to have your volume up to hear it, but you are just leading in right there, sir. You're live.
Oh, all right. This is what's really happening. Got Denero and Jen Monroy, Sid.
Sid
Sid,
Vicious.
right?
Sid Vicious.
Such Pistols fan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he is.
I heard that dogs like to have a lot of the sex.
Mm-hmm.
So
she cut his balls early.
Yeah, we're talking about the spay and neuter.
He's neutered. He's neutered, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that an exciting topic, spay and neuter? Oh, yeah, it can be.
Depends who you ask.
They should do that to people more often.
I agree.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Should
criminals, pedophiles. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, take off the. Well, that just makes. Wait, okay, so that just doesn't make it so you can't have kids. It's more than that, right?
I think it takes away all your testosterone and things like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because I just believe more people should be vasectomized.
Like by choice or like for punishment?
There's too many people having kids. Right?
I don't think there's more. I think there's like a less people having kids nowadays. You don't think?
That's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't.
So
I don't see how that's good.
That?
I feel like in the city.
I think having kids is a natural thing. So I mean, I don't see why there needs to be a stop to it. I mean, you don't tell animals they need to stop having more animals. I mean, humans do go kill them and we hunt them, but I mean, what if there was something hunting us? Then we would want more kids and children too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's hard to say. I know as a man, I want kids, so I like children. So personally, for me, I feel a man gets into his full consciousness when they reproduce and they have something to teach to the next generation. I feel a lot of people that or certain type of people that may not want kids may not grow in other ways. A lot of reproduction is a part of life. How are you born? How are we all born? We were kids once.
I asked my mom the same thing.
Why she was a kid.
Why did you want kids? I said, why would you want this? And she said, well, at the time it seemed like a good idea. So it seems like people just have these feelings.
Well, I think we gotta be real about it, or at least know that how many people actually have kids consciously. Like, we're gonna have a kid and make these amount of kids. How many people just have kids and get the miracle as it happens when, hey, we're dating. Now all of a sudden we're pregnant, or she's pregnant, and then we're gonna have the kid. You see how there's different ways of how it happens too. It's like not everyone consciously is like, oh, I'm going to go have kids. And then goes and has kids. You can't really do that unless you're going to go and adopt. There's no other way you can do that. You have to have, it takes two to make one. It takes two to make it. So you really can't. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can go adopt.
Maybe they should cap off the having kid population until all kids are adopted, right?
Well, not everybody could afford adoption. That's expensive. It's like only a certain bracket of people that can afford adoption can do it.
That's a good idea. So I'm thinking have it so people stop having kids, and then we cover people's adopted kids until they're all adopted, and maybe go back to
might have something there, yeah. How do you do that though?
That was a good point, huh?
I mean, I feel like if without kids, there's no future. So, I mean, because then that means that there's no...
And that is kind of cool, ain't it?
No.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
I mean, the way the world's going...
Less people as well.
The world has always had its problems, though. I mean, you can go back 30 years and look at the same problems before we were born, and literally most of them are the same almost.
Yeah. Why do we keep going through problems? The world needs to...
Sadly, society lives in this weird... Right? Well, sadly, society lives in a funny... stereotypical thing called history has to keep on repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it have to? You know what I'm saying?
Stopped having kids yet.
Yes,
no, but I'm saying history.
Exactly.
But we're talking about like wars and bombs. Like that doesn't have to do anything with kids as much.
Yeah, that is. I'm just talking about
as
the
much.
world,
The kids aren't the ones bringing the wars. Let's say kill all the adults then, because they're the ones that really ruin the world. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real here. The kids ain't doing shit.
Well, we're talking about all the adults. I mean,
a good amount of adults are worse than kids. You don't think so? Kids don't kill.
Oh yeah, kids are more.
Kids don't go kill.
Yeah,
no, kids kill people. What about those like 5-year-olds you hear about, like getting their parents' gun and shooting their or stabbing?
You're talking
their
about in a
little,
once in a thousand
Well, you also
million
did say
scenario here.
Yeah.
Parents sound like the. See,
Okay, here
I just take it down. You chop off the root of the tree, and that's the parents.
ain't no kid keeping you oppressed. Ain't no kid.
Well, if I
ain't
had
ain't
them,
no
they would
ain't no
be
ain't no
like
kid
that.
telling you can't get a job because of your skin tone, of what you might have done, your past history. Ain't no one analyze. Kids don't analyze people like that. They're more pure love than humans that have been adults that have been jaded, have their own gripes about life, their own stereotypical biasness per situation. Are you know what I mean? Like,
But then they grow up.
kids ain't walking around naked at Lucky's in the back. So,
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
actually, we could use that for a lot. You could use that for a lot of situations. Yeah, you know what's the trip?
They're not shooting heroin down the street, but they got to walk through that shit.
You know,
what I'm saying?
It was kind of cool. I was at the register, and then some cops came through, and I was like, "Yeah, the topic's getting hot." Some cops came through, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like they were going towards me. And I was like, "Yeah, well, what's up?" But then he kept going. I was like, "Okay, not me, I guess." And then I guess there was tweaker in the store. This was kind of cool. They got the person first and escorted them out of there.
Does it happen all the time?
The tweakers are just that. That not really. That was
No, not at your
It was
store?
surprising that the cops came in before I even knew anything was going on. I looked over like, oh, there's a tweaker in here.
Stealing?
Like, too, what's crazy
Yeah,
for
they
us,
seemed like they didn't get a chance to think about it yet. They were just huddled up in a corner tweaking.
and we're like living in a time where there's so much information and just so many generations are able to, like clash with each other. Like 50-year-olds could communicate with like 18-year-olds, young kids. Before those old days, society stayed with before the internet and phones and stuff like that. So you see more of jaded adults mad at the younger society because these younger people are able to get jobs faster, they're able to learn faster, and they might become your boss. So people get mad at that. It's like, hey, this 25-year-old might be a boss of a 50-year-old man, and that 50-year-old man is jaded because he's not in the same place as the 25-year-old.
Good jobs too.
You see, like, I mean,
at least I don't know the way I see it. Like I would like to be in better positions. But then I realized I've been through so many crazy things in life to where, sure, I would like better, but then I go, dang, I'm lucky to be alive. So I am blessed.
That's what I think. I'm just like, I'm lucky to be here,
Crazy stuff.
right? Why complain?
Always stay balanced. I think that's the thing. And then you really, you don't have any problems, I guess, if you at least know how to stay balanced.
Balance like what?
I don't think I'll be rich, but I don't see myself going
just
to
kind of
poor.
level off and just stay that way?
Yeah. Like, I know how to get up. Like, if everything got burned down, taken away, it's like, all right, it'll be a couple days.
I mean, in
I'll
a sense,
come back.
in a sense, man, animals are kids. Your kids. You take care of them.
Yeah,
just
my
like
cat's all I need. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's the same thing. Like, you know, what do you when you define like more kids? Do you mean more people to take care of? Do you mean more people of maybe to create future problems? Because yes, in a sense, yes, every kid is not going to turn out great. That kid might turn into a suicide killer. There might be that one. Hey, there's a Jeffrey Dahmer. There's tons of them in prison. So I get what you're saying. That obviously kids grow up and we don't know what's going to happen after a certain time, but they become adults. You know,
I'm gonna have to.
but so you're trying to like nip the future in the
nip
bud
the bud.
before he even has a chance.
Well, yeah. I mean, in general, I don't understand why people have kids, but then again, the people that, and we can make sense of it, I would still be thinking of the world they're brought into. Like,
oh well, yeah. I mean, but
I gotta try to talk to my kid about what they identify as and all that.
oh yeah, I hear you. Well, you know the thing is too, is I don't think that those conversations are really as Trump as high as we are perceiving them to be. Like, you know, I highly doubt that. I mean, obviously that there is a narrative of that, you know, of the whole ideologies of pronouns and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's as extreme as the media and certain kind of different political parties and things make it. I mean, yes, it definitely exists, but how far in extreme does it exist? You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of things,
probably not the majority.
yeah, I don't think it's super like, I'm sure there's not a bunch of kids running around like that. I mean, there might be a few.
It's a weird world, man. I mean,
but what if you had like a kid and then later on down the line they came to you and they're like, oh, I feel like I'm whatever, you've had a boy or a girl, and they're like, oh, I think I'm trans or gay or
Would
like,
I do?
Yeah, like would you would not care? Or
I still care.
You'd
Yeah.
care,
Yeah,
like
no,
you'd
I mean,
care,
you gotta
like
care, yeah.
you'd care, you'd be like, no, I don't want that for you, or
No, I'd be like, it's your decision.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you still stay with your own values. It's just you gotta love that.
Like you wouldn't project what you
At the end,
personally
you
feel
want your
onto
kid to
them.
grow up with resentments against you 20 years later. Like, that's the problem. Is like, you try to control the kid then, and then later on, the kid's not going to like you as an adult.
They might not
It
like
might be
you
more
anyway. Like no matter what, you could
True.
nurture them and
True.
give them everything. They
Hey,
still
hey,
might
at the
turn
end of the
to
day,
be-
I say this to my friend Caesar all the time. He has a kid, he has a son, and guess what? I say, wait, by the time he's 10, he's going to be talking shit to you. You're going to get disrespected more than you've ever been disrespected in your life.
right. Whoop his
yeah, I
ass.
hate it when they get
Right.
a lot older. Like,
You know,
Sass.
but oh well.
Oh,
That
well.
dog's going to pee on your fucking bed.
Right. Oh well.
You feel me?
Well,
Right?
I mean, you can't predict.
Your mom's
You
gonna
may
talk
not.
shit to you. Like, that's life. Your boss is gonna fuck with you.
He doesn't
Like,
pee on the bed.
you're gonna go on the bus. Someone's gonna do something smoking meth. Like on bar.
Not my, but
No, I'm just
all
saying,
those
like,
people are not
right?
my damn kid, at least, right? Yeah.
True.
Not your problem,
true,
right? You could
true.
get off the bus and be free of that.
What are you gonna hide from life?
I think, yeah, I don't know, kids. Just people really like to waste their money, I guess. But I think, well, if I ever did, I would. I think my kid would be better than me because I would know from my mistakes. Like I know, I'm a good person, but fell off.
But what
And now I would know how to teach him.
when you see, and
Never
that's
said
the
I was
thing
a good
too, is like
person
when you
for
say
a while.
better than you, what is defining on that?
Okay.
You're a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to put yourself
Actually,
down
I've
just
never
to.
said I was a good person before. Wow, that's wow.
Gas yourself
Hope I
up.
don't get judged for that. Well, no, I would because I'd be the guidance. So I would guide to be better than me. You know, like here's where I messed up. You're gonna.
Then you'd feel it's a self of personal accomplishment because you're teaching somebody else, right? You're not just wasting away at working, right? And you're actually contributing to something, another human being, right?
The thing that's
Yeah.
crazy about
Maybe.
life, the beauty of it is it's perception based. And that's in a sense where it's like like next man's treasure is the next man's trash. Like, and so it's just, in a sense, it's like an environmental thing too. It's like, would you want to raise your kids in California? Questionable right now.
Yeah. Okay.
But that doesn't
I
mean
would
it's like that
probably
everywhere.
Leave. Yeah. If
You
I
know,
had a,
like-
if I had a family, I'd probably leave.
But obviously, we do see families doing it, and they're fine. So it really is what's under that roof and what's going on and what's being, you know what I'm saying? That is more what it is than
What do you
anything.
think about people that leave California? Like Richie Rich, who was saying, he wants to leave.
Hey,
get out
I
of here.
think I respect people that want to do what they want to do, man. Go expand your horizons. Why not?
Yeah,
The world is an oyster, and
I don't hear anyone that wants to leave like trashing California in general. They seem like they trash or they complain about things that make sense to complain about.
Well, they're not-
Especially since they're from here. It's like I think most people from here have a good reason to complain. You know, it's life.
Well, I think they're leaving because it's not because they don't like the weather here or they don't like
the weather, you
the
can't complain
terrain
about that.
here. They don't like the laws, and they don't like certain. They don't like how bad. How certain kind of businesses have gotten destroyed by certain kind of, economic and diplomatic type of scenarios that have happened within the last 5 years. From COVID to
Yeah, they didn't have to do all that.
to
Shutting down all them businesses.
to riots, to looting. I mean, see, it started back in like the Occupy movement, really, where it started with the tents, and then the tents never stopped. They were actually going all through 2012, slowly, and then COVID just created what it created, and then you started having more and more marches and protests and things like that, and it just creates a lot of tension
Now we got the Palestine thing.
And then now that, so
Free Palestine. Like, I mean, the meaning makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know if people. You think it makes sense all this protesting? You think people understand what they're doing?
You know what's funny?
Nope.
Is I just so we're talking about protesting. Joe Rogan said something really good on his podcast about protests, and he's right. When you go out to protest, you're going out with the mob mentality, and I've gone out and did it. You already know my scenario on that. And the thing is like now going back and I can look at it, and like I see when more and more people get together. If like you go to these protests and you see the people that leave before it gets dark. They're the ones that are protesting honestly, healthy, whatever, and they dip. Lately. They do their thing, they get the point, and then there's the people that come and tear, and go destroy shit. And that's how it was. The protesters were peaceful all through the day during the George Floyd thing. Then once the night hit, everybody started coming in from different cities, hitting cars, looting, parking their cars, the whole thing. So, I mean, people use those protests to infiltrate, to cause trouble.
I think,
more trouble.
Did start a lot of that because I would look for activities to do.
Protest
would be the activities.
I feel like protesting don't get us nowhere at this point. We've tried it. Now it's like now it's like if you really want to do it, pull your money out the bank. You really want to talk about take all their money out the bank and the Fed. Do something drastic that's gonna, all these little. They don't care you're throwing fucking pebbles at a brick wall.
People that have more money than me.
Yeah, they don't care that you're throwing pebbles at a brick wall. Money. And I say that about Trump too. It's like Trump don't even talk about ending the Fed anymore compared to how he used to be. Like Trump's first run, he was talking about ending the Fed and all this stuff, and I wasn't even supporting him then, and I still question his angle now and if he's controlled op or not, But the thing is like how the people's perception is always still based on let's just put all of our faith in a one person. I just don't get that. I don't care if it's Trump. I don't care if it's Joe Biden, anyone. Like, I feel that this country should be run more of a team effort instead of one guy making the decision. Obviously, we've seen that our governors have just as much or almost more power depending on certain situations than a president does. But these people the governor's been in office for so long.
What's his time up?
You know what I mean? Like, and then these people in the government are in their
November.
90s. Like, dude, you should not be in your 90s governing people.
Right, finally. Well, the thing is, like, I think the same way to where I don't like just looking at one. And I do think all politicians is like some elite club, high society, Walgreens. Hey, but I do get a little excited when I hear Trump. Because you hear the difference. How you hear all speeches from all politicians, and then you hear Trump. It's kind of fun to listen to. The guy.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
He says whatever. He don't care.
He said the other day that he doesn't go off scripts. He just
he doesn't have a script. He doesn't have a script. That's what I like. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, here's what it is too. It's like, like Trump is like, he's obviously been a successful or whatever businessman in America, and some would say, I would think, and it sucks to see, everything that happened from January 6th, and then it get thrown back to him, but then nothing from any other riots and anything happened doesn't get derivated back 6th, like towards anything that happened from that time. It's like if we're gonna like go and say, let's lock up all these dudes from January 6th, but not go look out for a single looter that's been fucking terrorizing the city, that don't make no sense to me.
So there's two things with that. With the looters, they say that it wasn't political, but it seems they told the police to hold back and not do anything. So that seems kind of political right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And the weird thing is that they made the Jan 6 thing a big deal, yet not that stuff. Do you think he is even to blame for the J6?
No.
And this is He's got
Every human's responsible for their own actions.
He's got away with
This
words.
is the problem, man.
Tell people to do that.
Stop. I don't give a fuck who you are. Stop putting your actions and blames on other people. Oh, because Trump said to go outside, I decided to go. No, dude. When someone else tells you to go do something, do you go do it right away? Fuck no. And you never even seen this guy in real life. That's all bullshit. You're all responsible for your own actions.
You know, I mean, I think even the conservatives, because you know Trump is the conservative party. I think even the conservatives think a lot of those people were kind of loony. The ones that scaled the wall, the Viking hat guys.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I mean, those are characters.
I know people that were in that area for the Jan 6. I know people personally, but not the ones that were scaling the walls, causing problems.
Those guys roaming around the Tenderland with them Viking hats on, probably, bro.
Could have been just one of those guys.
Like attention, people that want attention.
That was definitely because when you see the other clips, you see them going into the rooms taking selfies. I mean, these are attention-seeking people.
Yeah.
So why don't you just blame them instead? You're
but if you notice too, that's how the politics has been. It's attention based now, and which is crazy because like you don't even see like Joe Biden even or anyone from the Democrat. It's like I'm telling you, man. Like it's funny how much more you see Trump on YouTube. It's crazy how much more you see Trump on YouTube in the last like year, maybe last 8 months or so. Before you did a few years ago, you could not find anything. And if it was all negative. Now you see his speeches and his stuff first, like immediately. And it's like, it'll either be on YouTube live or it'll be like, like showing you most of his stuff.
It's the things he says. I gotta, he kind of gets people paying attention. But also, it's like instead of doing what other people do, like he didn't show up to debates or anything, he does his own thing. So I think that's part of it, to where it's a separate thing.
Well, one of the things that I like that I actually really admired that he did say, and I didn't even know until recently, was that he said that he was willing to work for free. Or being a president, and he didn't need the money that comes with it.
Money.
Yeah. So that speaks volumes in a sense. And that's what I'm saying. Is he the one that we've always thought was going to go with the global elites, and we're just not seeing it because he is, a rich man too, or they just couldn't control him and they haven't tried to kill him yet? Because that would be,
Well, I think it's
or he's controlled op and he's just learning how to help the division of the country more, because that deep down, that's in a sense what people are going by.
I think he's his own man playing his own plan out, while it seems like the division is surrounding him. Like they don't want him on, what was it? They don't want him on the ballots. Like to me, I feel like that's not fair vote. If I can't choose maybe he sucks, let me know how bad he sucks, and then I just won't vote for him.
That's your decision. Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of like propaganda, or I don't know if it was even to like, from his like his cases and things like that, to make people think that he wouldn't even. But he hasn't gone to jail. I guess he got.
He's got so many charges, but no convictions.
Yeah. So that's the thing is and that shows deep down how desperate these people are. Like all of a sudden you got all these convictions and stuff, but he was in office for 4 years, nothing. And all of a sudden one thing happens, and with January 6th, and now you're like on the chopping block. But Hunter Biden's over here doing who knows what. Yeah. And Joe Biden's got how many fucking shady deals going on around, and he's been in the government for how many years?
Yeah. I feel like one side has to be perfect, and the other side is okay to be a little imperfect. I get because Trump joined the conservative side. It has to be, he's adult, or all sorts of things you could point at him, but the other side could have all that stuff going on. It's like, hey, it's okay. We're
sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, us. We issues. We got issues. But the other side is like all bad. I mean, like Stormy Daniels, I still don't understand what the problem was with that. What
not sure. Too much on that one.
I mean, from what I understand, it was like bad for him to. I mean, what? Well, I mean, mess around with. There are times I guess people say he would mess around with his wife. I mean, it's not nice, but does that make
Everybody
him,
does that. It's just gossip. People like the gossip.
I mean, it's just
is
funny.
that
Look,
bad for being a
I mean,
president?
in the
though? I
'90s,
mean,
it's just crazy because in the '90s, when Bill Clinton got, with the Monica Lewinsky situation, hip hop people were like, oh, making fun of it, use it as a bar all the time, like, oh, he in their raps and stuff like that. And then before Donald Trump was president, everyone was like, oh, I want to be as big as Donald Trump, Biggie Small, Trump Towers, all those lines about Donald Trump. And then,
He was popular, right? He had
Yeah.
he was on Apprentice.
he was like
Everyone
Ric
loved
Flair.
him.
He was like the Ric Flair hip hop, where like how you see Ric Flair in all these music videos these days. That's how Trump was. He was in music videos. People use his lines. Even Tupac used lines of him. Like even Tupac has a picture with him. I think. I don't know if that's real or not, but it looks real.
I mean, people seem easily manipulated these days. Yeah.
Whatever's on TV, you got to follow, right?
I mean, people still think, like at work, people come up to me, you hear John Cena's dead? Hey, I just, oh yeah, Chuck Norris too. And then like Taylor Swift died. I'm like, hold on, man, what the? You've been watching too many YouTube videos. And people just they're making YouTube videos of this stuff, making people like really,
a good way of dividing people
this stuff is real.
Is keeping them all into their own small cubicles and forcing information down their throat that'll either A, make them act, or do drive them crazy. Think about it like that.
It is bad when people seem really dumb to me, and I have never prided myself on smarts.
Because social media. Well, no, you see the thing about you, bro, is you're funny. Is you're smart, but you try to act like you don't know what you're doing. You're my friend, so I know that, but other people don't.
You want attention.
I have said that.
Yeah, but it's smooth. It works good for your hosting and everything because you kind of you're like laid back Luke. Yeah,
so it works. Okay.
Yeah, but not the rapper.
Just don't want. All right, man. I don't want to think about it too much because I'm starting to feel a little too laid back here. No, yeah. Well, I'm. You know what? I'm glad you came because we could talk about more stuff. I feel like.
Yeah.
But
well, we've been here before.
Yeah.
How long
has it been? I think you were a little weary after I got ran over. You're like, man,
nah.
This guy.
I wasn't weird, bro.
This guy's a little weary.
Oh,
this guy's a mark. People are coming after him.
Nah.
Yeah,
I moved. I was gone for like 6 months.
You went to Modesto.
Yeah, my niece died. She was killed. Rest in peace to my niece Tiara. She was killed in an accident. I think I talked about. And so I went up there, helped my brother out a little bit, got my life back in order while that was going on. He helped me out a lot. And now I'm back, and I can't believe I'm actually back in the same spot I was. This is crazy, but the universe has a funny way of working with each other, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm with Jenny again.
Back again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is good. You're together, right?
Together? What
yeah,
you're no.
Okay.
Friends.
Oh, friends. Yeah. I mean, hey, okay.
We're not like a couple, if that's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you're insinuating.
Open to, but not a couple. Okay.
Nope. She's on the market.
Single Jen.
I mean, yeah. Well, usually,
Single Rob.
I'd say, hey, okay, okay. They're both. I don't know. Yeah.
Single Luke.
I'd say, no, just you two. You doing okay, but no chemistry, huh?
Well, I mean, we're here hanging out together.
He's good, isn't he?
Well, we have some kind of chemistry, right? If we're always hanging out together, right?
You never know. Time might show something different down the road.
We're both a little kind of, I don't know.
So that's good.
You're trying to go back to the topic of kids, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh wow.
Well,
so since you said that, like, I seemed like I was. Oh, that comes next, right? When you're together, like trying to.
Well, that's what society tells you, right? That's what you're supposed to do.
That's horrible, yeah.
Right?
Society really.
Unless you want to be like Seth Rogen and just lay in bed and smoke weed all day with your girlfriend. That's what he says he does. He doesn't want to have kids. They talked about it.
More respect for me because that's what I do. I just
lay in bed. With your cat, huh? Your cat, Amy. Right?
At least within a few days a week, smoke the weed in bed.
So you
Sit in
wouldn't.
bed with
So you
girlfriend.
wouldn't
I
be.
said Amy.
So what if you had a little
Yeah,
Luke?
the
So you
weed.
wouldn't
Wait,
want a
not the
little.
weed thing.
You wouldn't want a little Luke running
No,
around
no.
one day? Why not?
Well, honestly,
Is there a reason, or you just think that because you know?
wait, no, that sounds bad. I was gonna go into other reasons, but no, I don't really want one. But also, my mom once said not to have another. She always said, "Would you want another one of you?" And then I think all the stuff I've been through in life, like, no.
It doesn't have to necessarily be you.
Yeah,
though.
it wouldn't be you necessarily.
Did you
either.
always feel that way, like ever since you were like a child, or
Life has been
like
crazy.
you never
And
like
it's
changed your mind or thought about it? You must.
about having.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never.
Like, it's always been a solid no.
I'm sure you only
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
about that as an adult.
I mean,
You don't think about those things as
Uh-huh.
a child. Like maybe I didn't start thinking of. I wanted to have kids. So I was in my like early 30s. I was like, oh, I've been nice to have a kid or whatever. But I mean. And then you obviously see friends having them too, and then see the thing is, it's like this with
never
me. I guess
fresh
I
me.
see a lot of friends that have had them, and then those friends aren't my friends anymore, or we just don't hang out in the same circles anymore because it's like I can't be the single guy or the no kid having guy going to the kid parties, to all the birthday
Or I
parties.
see fun
You
stuff.
see
and
what I'm saying?
I don't have
Like,
a kid,
so
I can go.
it definitely creates a different society for you too, So, having a kid,
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
like,
tough if you have kids because then they're getting older and they're not going to stand for the spankings anymore.
yeah.
They'd snitch on you.
Yeah.
You hit me, I'm gonna call the police.
Do kids still do that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
More now than ever.
They have that CPS number, huh?
Yeah, big
They have
time.
it in their phones, probably.
They probably,
I actually dealt with a situation like that. My not me, but when I was living in Modesto, my brother's wife's good friend, she had 5 daughters.
How many wives did he have?
No, this is my brother's wife's friend, and
Oh.
she had 5 daughters, and 2 of them got taken away from the system just because randomly someone called CPS on her and said blah blah blah. So CPS is no joke. They can just come in your house, look around, blah blah
Mhm.
blah, have a sheriff with them, and pull your kids right up out the house.
Well, you don't want to have that.
No
on record.
jurisdiction, no
Yeah.
warrant,
No.
no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Like a stranger call.
Yeah. like someone could basically they could like just basically lie. Oh,
Damn,
Luke,
it's
Luke
like
blah blah blah.
swatting.
He's shady.
Swatting where you just call.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't have that many.
But they must have had
gonads.
other drama if they wanted to like.
She had drama with the daughter, one of her
Yeah.
other daughters, and her daughter.
not just
Her daughter
calling
was
for the
gay,
fuck
and
of
her daughter's her and her daughter's girlfriend called on her
Mhm.
Wait,
because they had a problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
now-
it's drama.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
but
was
this don't involve being gay though.
What it
Or
involves
was it like
is
some beef.
what it
with
is
the
it's
gay
like,
or-
man, the system. Like what I'm saying is the system has a lot of power when kids are involved,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
more than they do when they're not involved. Like if they can just come up in your spot with no warrant, no nothing, because of someone just called. Imagine if more and more people picked up on those type of, I hate to say, like strategies on hating on people and causing problems for people. Like what
They
like what if
kinda need it.
this dude, I know this dude's got a kid. I'm gonna go call and just go get him swatted.
Well,
Like
they-
that.
Yeah, SWAT. It's exactly it. Well, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Because the fact that they could just swoop on over, and next thing you know, you're answering all these questions, and they already feel like you're a criminal.
Yep.
That leaves your kid.
But if
in
you're
the-
not doing
in the car
anything
for
wrong,
hours
you have
in the
nothing
sun.
to really worry about though, because I
Well-
mean they can come check, but they can.
What's
Yeah, but
Say
they
there's
come,
nothing
they
wrong-
come
no,
in with
yeah.
like
I mean, we say if you haven't done anything wrong, but can we compare this to like when late at night I would get pulled over and I just know I'm being accused of something and sent to jail. Get to be that like that sort of thing. Like you
kind
didn't
of,
do
yeah.
you didn't do anything wrong.
Or yeah, unless you did.
But you're gonna be sent away just on accusation.
Hmm.
it depends.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
quite an abstract. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that depends on the
The bologna sandwiches.
I think that just depends on the scenario. Because I remember I was with a guy. He got pulled over. The cop just let him go, and he knew he was drunk. I don't know if
Wait,
that was a skin
he let
color
him
thing.
go?
Yeah, he let me and
Well,
he let all of us
so
go.
Are we?
My buddy
assuming
Jerry
he's
Ray,
white?
I'll never
He's white-
forget
he's
it. We
the
were
white?
coming from like, I don't know. He just, you
He
know,
said skin color, and
I
he let him
can't say
go.
if that was, but I mean, it definitely probably helped that
But he was
situation
white.
particularly.
What
Maybe
city?
Hayward or Castro Valley,
Hayward?
something like that. I
Wow,
forgot.
it was Hayward. Dang.
Yeah, I think it was Hayward or Castro Valley.
There's a little bit of difference, but Hayward, I feel like Hayward's a trip. That's why I call it Hayweird.
Yeah.
But yeah, you think so? You think the racism is a thing out here?
I wouldn't go as far as, I mean, yeah, racism always going to be a thing. You know, unfortunately.
It's kind of a weird thing. I know.
I mean,
like,
yeah, a lot of people, especially like certain people, they live under social biasness. That's like literally gray area of racism. When people say, "Oh, Chinese people can't drive," oh, this person, you're in the same lines, gray areas of racism. Oh, only Mexicans do this. Only these people do that. Blah blah. It's the same lines of racism.
It does trip me out, man. Being from the Bay Area, I've been able to be around so many different cultures. I like to call it cultures instead of races because, like, I will see the certain color or race, and I will dive into.
But it's only in Oakland now. In San Mateo,
Oakland.
Like San Mateo is crazy because San Mateo, like
Okay.
in San Mateo now, like San Francisco, there's what maybe a 1% African American rate now. It was like a 3%. It probably has gone down lower now. So there's not a lot of color in the city for sure. Than you see in Oakland, or even me and her went to San Mateo. Oh my God, San Mateo was so. We went to Hillsdale. I've seen so many different types of people now, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Middle Easterns, seen way more than I did 30 years ago when I lived there.
You go through
we went to Hillsdale Mall. No, we didn't go over there.
Take a drive.
Oh.
Just to check for me.
Just to see.
That's where area I was raised in.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure how it looks anymore.
We went to the mall, and I'm telling you, like, it was. You know, it definitely the population has changed as far as different. You know,
I have always felt like it's a trip. Like being in the Bay Area, I don't know, a little more blinded towards racism because of the fact that I've seen so many different races. I was raised in Tongan, Samoan, Black, Hispanic area. There's hardly any white folks, and then we moved to San Carlos, like a lot more to white folks. So I saw a lot more race. And I've had so many jobs where I'm doing security, where it's like you're not just seeing skin color,
crazy.
You're Ethiopian and Nigerian.
When we lived in San Mateo, bro, it was mostly Latins, Polynesians, and whites.
No,
Caucasians.
Areas, dang.
Really? But Redwood City. Most of Redwood City,
you gotta have
a lot of Latins,
Of course,
in Redwood City.
I'd be surprised if so.
And if you notice, from the peninsula, everything on the east side is more poor than everything on the west side. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you go to Modesto, then the west side really
but that's
makes
San Mateo County the whole way through. East side San Mateo is not as rich as west side because when west side is towards
it's weird
towards the Hillsboro.
That's everywhere though. Every city has their own,
No, not Oakland. West Oakland is more richer than East Oakland.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Every city
right.
has their.
It's hard to say I'm from the hood anymore because I'm like, I'm from Madio. From the hood, and then I realized, oh man,
that's not the hood
anymore. They didn't gentrify it.
Look, that movie theater used to be where all the homeless would sleep, and like it was nothing there. That's where all the
downtown San Mateo.
Like, it's like damn. Okay,
it's nice over there.
I can't even say that no more because it used to be pretty hood. Now,
not anymore.
Now, if I say that, people are like, man, you were raised in a very good area.
Not. I mean, I don't feel like.
Give me some validity.
I don't feel like San Mateo was super hood. I just felt like it was. I felt like East Palo Alto was super hood.
Oh hell yeah, man!
I mean, I used to.
How do you have the murder capital? It's just a small place.
Yeah, East Palo Alto was, and then I would say, like, maybe San Mateo doesn't have really that many, man, compared to Richmond, compared to Oakland, compared to even Pittsburgh and places like that. Like Marin. Marin is like
Marin.
Marin's got the jungle.
Well, Marin isn't that where like Like Tupac was,
Yeah.
he was looking out his window. That's the hood right
Yeah,
there.
that's Marin. He was in the
there's
jungle.
like a
That's the jungle right
separation
there.
Well,
The name of there's an
Jungle,
apartment
okay.
complex, a big project's called the Jungle, and they have his mural and everything in there. That's where Tupac lived with his mom and his sister. One of my friends, she actually lived in the same apartment complex from the city. My friend Rachel, she actually hung out with him a few times over where he lived in Oakland. I mean, excuse me, in Marin.
And it's still like that
I
over
don't know if I
there?
had a chance to meet him. I feel like back in the day there was a lot of things where like Huey Newton had a big reason to do what he was doing back in the day with Black Panthers and all that. Now it's like people just like to like to hold on to these things instead of like
Making new ones.
they never want to. It's like you want to fight for something, but what if there was a resolution? Would people even go for it? If you were like, hey, bro,
Your boy is a good reflexer, huh?
I want if there's a
Making a
resolution
mess.
to all these things, like so we're talking about the race. I even think we could name other
A
things.
resolution for what? Like,
If there's like racism, because that's what people are protest a lot about. Even all the orientation stuff. If there were what I don't know, whatever we can mention. Well, I think if there's resolutions, it seems like these days people just want to fight for stuff so much. It's like
because they ain't got nothing going on if there's nothing, right?
so they wouldn't.
Boring.
It's like resolution. Nah, man, we got to keep the fight. Like, did you hear me? We could actually make peace with these issues here.
But one of the biggest
we
things
got to keep fighting.
when I tripped on, though, I'm gonna tell you what I tripped on about a lot of the protesting thing is, you know what? You don't really see a lot of the time when I didn't see too many African Americans protesting. I saw mostly middle class, Asians, guys like us. There was not too many because
even during BLM, which would be Black Lives Matter.
they
Like,
weren't.
hold on, where's the black folks?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like SF so funny. Like
causing the problems.
Like SF be like, yeah, BLM matters in every fucking in every store on Valencia, but I don't see one African American person working in any of them stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's just nonsense, bro.
Or you have that sign in your window.
Yeah,
BLM,
that's just a "Don't break my window" sign. That's what that is.
but yeah, when I used to see like I watched the riots on TV, I would see the white folks out there breaking the window, like hold on, and they'd be like BLM, like hold on,
with their shirts. Yeah.
Feel bad for the actual black folks out there. Like,
the thing is, man, cool. I feel like the one thing that's a lost art. I said lost art is dignity. It's like a lost, like thing or something. It's just like
dignity for what? Like,
anything. Like people just give themselves permissions to do the most stupidest things, and then the excuses. It was some you read it in a book. It's like, where's the dignity of taking responsibility for your own actions and be like, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, or we fucked
honor
up.
And respect. That's dignity, honor and respect.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, just even the thieving, man. It's like people just. I am in a store I work. It's not like an area like here in San Francisco. Even I worked in stores in San Bruno where it's kind of like I said, where people come in packs, and just like steal herds of people. The place I work at is because different area. They come in, they just casually just stroll through, just stealing.
That shows how weak society has become.
Thank me on the way out, like. Thank you for not doing anything. Like,
know nothing.
You can't
get arrested.
You're insulting me.
You know what grinds my gears about that? It's worse. It's funny, man. I'll tell you, it's society. It trips me out because now I go into another death. You know how we complain about how people always pull their phones out and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't be filming this guy getting beat up or whatever." It's the same concept. You're sitting there letting this dude steal from the store that you're probably going to go back to next week and go buy something from. And guess what? That shit ain't going to be there because you let everybody come up in this motherfucker and steal it all.
I get two things. If you work there,
are you gonna, or if you're like you're a customer, like
either way, I grab. I'll tell you, the Walgreens before they shut it down on Larkin, I pull my knife out. Then
you know what's funny? As a customer, you probably have more rights,
dude.
than a work.
I've seen it a few times,
Did
and
you try to
I
stop a
did it.
thief?
I grabbed the guy's
Yeah.
bag one time at Safeway and ripped it out of his hands, and then the manager was like looking at me like I was a superhero.
I'm so surprised I have the same job for so long because I do.
And
not
now
give
that
enough-
But
Walgreens is gone.
Would you?
I don't give enough a lot of
Would,
times.
would you do that for your job though? Like stop a shot? Like, is it worth it to you?
I have, and I guess I could talk about this because it can't
Like,
be
does
on-
your job
'cause it
really
can't be
care
on
about you that
record
much?
anyway. So, I mean, for like them, but yeah, no, so I am selected because it happened so much. But there was one time, so it's citizens arrest, so that's why I guess I could.
But what do you get
Yeah.
for that?
Hey, I was so
A
fed
gold
up.
star?
This guy would like thank him. No, you don't get any
nothing,
reward.
right?
But the guy was like thanking me on the way. I like, wow. So you guys just let the, I was like, give him my spiel. So you guys just gonna let him thank us? This is getting out of hand. And so one day I just like, I just like I gotta keep getting that guy. So every time I would go after the guy, and he would just like not care. But then one day I chased him because I know like if someone's doing something so often, it must be something else. And when people want to say, "Oh, times are tough," they don't realize that there's more going on. Like when I got the guy, I found out there's 7 felonies for identity theft, and then he had all other people's identities on
So
him in his bag.
Scam artists, yeah.
So it's like
Scam, yeah.
these people really think no one's gonna do anything because why would you have all that stuff still on you, knowing someone's following you
Mhm.
and trying to get you? Like, I like justice so much that, well, I got ran over for one thing, but also I still will keep on going. I don't give an
You want to
F.
fight crime then?
Yeah, because
Be crime fighters.
the weird thing is, so all right, so we're talking about being from the hood and not so like we seen the street life, but there's certain things you don't do still, like
Like the street code, you've got to
yeah,
follow
there
the
gotta be some
rules.
kind
Yeah.
of streak of like,
Uh-huh.
come on, like,
Yeah,
grow
why
up.
do you think I'm gonna say it like this? Why do you think the Latin Kings? Why do you think all these real hoods didn't let none of them BLM people go into their neighborhood? Even the cops were working with them dudes in
Yeah.
Chi-Town with the gangs, the street gangs, because they knew. You gotta remember, man. Like
They
gangsters that really like hold down the city, that do stuff. They might have a mechanic shop. They might be laundering. They ain't trying to have their shit busted up. Their hair salons or
I can
whatever the fuck
respect
that they
that.
might be doing. From out of towners that ain't even from there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could respect. There's just certain things you don't do, but yeah, I could respect what they're doing.
yeah,
you don't want you don't want certain shady business coming your way.
no.
Yeah,
Like you don't want to rob from like a mom and pop store that everybody loves,
Well, I mean, you don't really want to
Yeah.
rob.
But that's the
period,
thing is,
Right.
Like,
but the
that's-
people
that's
that are
bad
coming to
business.
But the
rob,
people that-
but that aren't from your area. That's the
Mhm.
funny part is, bro, like they're not from the city. They come from other
Yeah.
cities because
Well,
they see
like
an
you were talking about the
opportunity.
riots. All these
and they're
people
sent
coming from
out.
other areas.
Mhm.
A lot of these people that are looters and rioters, bro, they're part of a fucking ring. They're
Yeah.
part of a ring, and all these merchandise, all the shit they steal, they bring it back somewhere. They all fucking pawn it or sell it online or get it off the way that they do through third parties and shit like that. It's all connected.
That's
shit.
That's what I hated when I got ran over because like, dang, I done seen all these people because from doing security, I'm like, I seen all these people and how they operate. Like, damn, how they get me?
Yeah. Well, dude, that was just a your occurrence was super random, bro. It was like in the middle of the day.
And I jumped in their vehicle. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and you were just like, and you were,
punk.
yeah, and you were, and you know,
I think I've been doing some cardio because they ran on my leg. And I was all good. Well, no, I mean I wasn't all good, but I'm walking right now.
Yeah,
Like, I have a
good,
rod
man.
in my leg. Have you seen me since, man?
Yeah, I've seen you since.
okay,
Yeah, I've seen you since.
But I like it when kind of I got this coworker. He likes to poke my leg when it's swollen.
Oh, stupid. You know, and that's a permanent scar physically and mentally for you. That's a thing that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're always gonna think about that, and that jades you. Like our
It's kinda
experience,
good.
our experiences in life, man. Put either will, especially in your type of scenario, will either A, make you want to be, because I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna actually hit you with a relative story to yours in a second, but I got to get this point out. So basically, it'll either make you A, want to do more to try to stop people like that, or B, hide and not want to come outside no more. So you know what I'm
That's
saying?
how you know the type of person you are. Because I realized it's the middle. You know what? My whole life is in the middle. It seems like, but because I realized from that it just makes me realize I was dumb, but I like to get justice. But I was dumb because the way I did it, and so it's all about being cautious. I realized this when I got over my situation. Like I was just healing up,
Yeah.
and then I saw some guy under my mom's car, and then a car next to him waiting for him to like steal all the stuff and come back to him, a car full of dudes. And I grabbed that guy. I'm not even thinking, is the guy bigger than me? Is he tougher? Whatever. I just grabbed that guy, started shaking him. But then when his homies came out, I was like, yeah, all right, just know this ain't cool, bro.
So I'm gonna hit you with. I'm gonna hit you with.
So I knew from that there's nothing that will stop me from justices,
Yeah.
and taking it down. Just, oh yeah, I got you. Just be smarter.
So I'm gonna hit you with a little story real quick. All right. So there's a guy at the gym I know, right? There's a guy I know at the gym. Let me get the orange, the other one, the lemon one or whatever. So there's a guy I know at the gym, right? And he has a similar story to yours. Oh yeah, he has a similar story to yours. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. There's a guy at the gym. There's a guy at the gym. He was trying to stop a bipper. He was trying. Listen, so here he was scooting. He was on his scooter, and he was trying to stop a guy from bipping cars. And so he was driving. He told the guy, "Hey, you can't be busting these cars." Blah blah blah. And so he told me he drove off on his scooter to go call the police. As he was skating off to go call the police, he falls on his scooter and breaks his arm so bad, like kind of like your leg,
this
bro. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
He's if I ever see now he's in the mentality now where if I ever see I don't care about this, I don't care about this, because you know what I'm saying, it jaded him. You know what I'm saying? His injury.
I had nightmares.
But that was a coincidence that he fell though. That didn't have nothing, right?
But if he wasn't sitting there trying to stop the bipper, he would have went on with his day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Still falling though.
True, but.
Or he wouldn't have been driving.
Well, he probably wouldn't have been driving with the anxiety too that comes from like the encounter that he just had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like.
I think what happened to me, I just.
Well, in the moment,
did they try to steal from you, or what happened with you? They try to jack you. You're bad.
It was just guys rolling. I got some haters that love to say that it was they caused it. They set the guys after, but this is one thing about doing security. I know these were guys just rolling around. Looking, because the way they were driving around, they just driving around looking for people jacking. Here I was getting out of my car, but yeah, and then they rolled up. They were just like, whatever we could get, because doors are open, bro. Like his doors open, doors must be unlocked. I just take it as, hey, there's my faith right there. I think God was telling me you're getting older. You're getting older. You're getting older. So things, because I've in my lifetime, so I've gotten shot at so many times where bullets like. Whizzing by me to where I'm like, you
got shot at, damn.
I security
in the hood.
Oh yeah,
Mateo.
Nah, I don't know what happened. I was a kid in San Mateo, so it's more like guys pissed off at me because I'm shooting in the wrong basketball.
Well, check this out. What's crazy is okay.
But no, I've seen some stuff.
You know what? Did you ever trip off this though, Luke? Well, I'm gonna hit you with another one. You're gonna trip off, bro. Watch. You were in this building for how long before you went to Mutiny Radio? never happened.
And that does not exist anymore. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Let me shed some light on that. Isn't it crazy? That
Mission cool.
So I thought everything was.
He
cool.
was here for 6 years, or however many years you were here.
A year first, and then went over there.
With all the crazies outside of this building, he goes to the mission for a year and gets fucking jacked. Are you kidding me?
I thought it happened around here. It was at
no. Because the thing is. I don't think people like that want to go to the hood. They're because this was for a little bit technically the hood. I think people like that want to, that are trying to jack people. They want to go to where it looks a little nicer.
Yeah,
more opportunity.
I thought it was over here.
No, that was crazy.
Somebody even late at night, we in the Christmas parties here, and would be more it was the hood.
It was in like 20th and Battery.
It was.
Where were you working? That was Mutiny Radio.
20.
Yeah, exactly.
Close.
Like that ain't even the hood, really.
Close. 21st and Harrison.
But that's when when people were getting jacked left and right.
In the broad day.
What was this 5 years ago? Yeah. This guy with his banana. What was this big floor? Was it like
No, I'd like to be able to make it.
This is why I came here. I feel like he's.
Shot.
I consider Paul a friend.
If you do, I will. Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna record.
So this is us. This is me and friends doing business together. Me and Paul.
Mhm.
That's why if we've had problems, it's like me and my friend doing business together. Then when I get out of it, we'll support each other. It's I'll go see.
Well, you know what I've noticed too, buddy. In the new thing is real relationships and real companies and real relationships build with issues, and a lot of people that can't handle a few little gripes and headbutts, they're not successful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so,
well, yeah. So,
you know,
well, I guess I would be really as friends. Well, is that like? Is it easier with someone you're not you don't?
I think
really know?
I think deep down, what I've come to learn in life, man, is you got to do it with people you don't know. You really do. It's weird like that, but it really is sometimes, man. Certain things you just got to like build with people you don't know, and there's something about it.
See, I have too many feelings for you, Paul. This ain't gonna work out. Man.
You guys are friends though, or you guys know it, but I'm not saying. I've never seen him on any of your shows though. So have you guys been friends for a long time?
I got a question, man.
We've known each other for a long time.
Oh man, I got
but he paid me to be his producer.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Hey, man.
That's dope. And see,
I feel bad about that time with the purple onion, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that time.
What has it been?
I mean, I didn't. You know, I was so young-minded. I didn't realize I ditched a homie. I feel like we've been friends for a while, but by the time I ditched him for the opposite sex, I was one of them dudes for a moment, and it didn't click where I'm like ditching this friend of mine.
Me and you had a good run. We had a great run,
when
bro.
Did it end?
2020.
Wait.
Well, that's because you left the building. It didn't really leave on a bad term.
Was it really
because you left the building for a while?
That's crazy because that's the last physical CD I have of you.
Because I still came and did the show with you the beginning of COVID, but then after John Miller's, then you left, and then you just stopped doing the show for completely.
It was 2020. It was.
Oh.
Well, no, there was.
Because I came to your show when you did it at Mutiny.
Yeah, well. Yeah, so it was,
and I was here at your last show here.
Weird. I didn't take a day off. It's amazing having a lineup of cool folks. Wait, you were in the conference room one time.
Yeah, that was the last show.
That was my only month off, and I didn't consider myself stopping ever doing a show because he booted us. I didn't like how he just last minute said everyone's. Canceled.
And then you randomly just went to Mutiny from there.
The guy in charge said, "Hey, he can't. It's not cool. He just canceled everyone last minute." So he said, "Hey, use my facility." So I went to conference because I didn't want to be an a-hole and use his studio, even if I could. That's not cool. You need a different one.
No, that's all right. This made me do the Rob face.
I had y'all come to the conference. What did you think about that, man? I had y'all chilling at conference.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. I mean, it was obviously
really like a podcast.
It don't. That's the thing is it was
awesome.
As long as you get the content recorded. And you get what you got to get.
Somewhat recorded.
It's still a podcast, man. It's still
whatever, Y'all, I mean, see, this is why celebrities should appreciate the fans. Because I'm just a regular dude, but my people, and you aren't even fans.
I'm just a regular dude
just
too.
Like people that the cool peeps that I've had along the way, like my friends and actually I had like the peeps.
We brought tons and tons of rappers in here and tons of
but those last moments where y'all just came in the conference room and we had a good time. Maybe did a little cocaine, but I mean,
where was I at? No.
There that day.
What's the
day? Where were we?
I didn't get no lines.
The whole month of it, so I had 3 shows in the conference.
Was that before or after your incident?
No. This was in the conference room. I got ran over.
Before, right?
In the mission.
Mm-hmm.
So
I always thought it was here. No.
I'm safe in the TL. They know me around. No, I'm just. Well, maybe I hung out with this guy enough. The Denero.
Mm-hmm.
But that was cool. See, that's how you're cool with people when it's like, damn, how y'all. Because I don't flake on anybody.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because I didn't flake on it. I didn't flake on anyone, but I didn't really tell anyone the real situation.
What
It was
really
just like,
happened, yeah.
y'all coming through? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, come this way, and we just went to conference room and we just had a good time. They had a good time. Man.
Sounds like it.
That was something. Well, then Stella brought all those she brought all the clothes and all that with the. She had a whole setup. I think that was when you came through, right?
I think so. Yeah.
She had like a hat, like a little hat.
And
some
she didn't come
different
through the other
outfits.
times. You know, I was like,
Mhm.
hey, I got 2 more weeks. Can you like make the party happen? You know. But yeah, hey, we just take people as they are.
Yeah.
You ever just? I mean, you probably have people you consider the haters, and the people like you have people that you just take them as what you see them as, like what you judge them as a character.
Yeah. I mean,
thing.
it's funny. DMX
Is
said
that-
something
I
that
don't
is
know if
it's
I
like,
said that right.
just trust people for who they really are, what they show you,
Yeah, you ever have people like you don't consider a hater because you just see them as the type of person they are.
What what's funny is recently I had a
Okay.
few conversations with this guy that I just randomly met, and we definitely were like
With
this
some
a lot.
randoms.
We were like kind of like this a lot on a lot of stuff,
Hmm.
and I I've noticed my own personal maybe could be a I don't know if it's a downfall or an upfall, but I go back and break those scenarios down and think, was I wrong? Was I right?
Yeah.
Did we just not see? You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's just a Libra thing in me too, where I'm just like, I
Balance.
wanted to see. It's like where
She's into horoscopes. So I don't know.
and it's like it's
I'm always
weird
right.
because like I think deep down people get scared seeing themselves in the mirror, and I'm very good at doing
Yeah.
that. I've always been good at being like, okay, you're gonna give me this, I'm gonna give you this right back, and then people go, wait, what? Like confused. You know what I'm saying? Like the expectations of other people are high, but when they give you or do something to you, they're low.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
This guy's all Nero's been here before. Well, actually, yeah, we never really had a. How did we usually when we were actually in studio here before? How did it go that you remember? How
Man, we
we did
just,
have some good.
we
times.
would, dude. We talked about. We had a guy, the homie that wrote the book from the military.
Mark Clifford.
We have,
He scares people.
yeah. I
He's
mean,
a
we've
great
had
guy.
him.
No, but I mean, like,
we
he's
had
got
two.
such
We've
great
had
way of
OGs,
talking.
Too Tough. We've had tons of rappers,
Yeah.
big ciphers. I mean, we had Ramen Jamal. I mean, there's been tons and tons of
Ramen,
people.
I
Dude,
don't know
Monolith.
what's
I
up
brought
with him.
Monolith. I brought fucking. We brought a lot of people, man. Bazooka Joe.
Yeah, that's the.
G Baker. G Baker. Shouts out G Baker's been on
he
here.
is,
Dude, my boy from
guy.
Harlem, J Rod, he came.
Yeah.
Cap a few times.
Yeah.
J Peasy a few times.
JP, yeah. And he came another time without.
Yeah, a lot of people, man. A lot of guys we've had come and we've had Vinci a few times. We've had Ferragamo. We had Ferragamo came through. Yeah, we've had we had a good run. I mean, as far as like, and it was cool, teaming up and getting these people to come and then putting it together and whatnot.
Y'all trying to put me on the mic at times, and I think
Oh yeah,
I think I fell on purpose.
those are good times.
I mean,
I liked when that you're doing that.
I don't think I really want to be the rapper, so I feel like rapping takes it should be a skill. So I mean, well, unless I've taken a class by Ramen, and I haven't, so it's like if I was doing a comedy, I gotta think, am I taking a class by Tony Sparks? Who do I think I am? But yeah, y'all put me on the mic. I'm like, hey, I ain't a rapper, so but y'all passed it around to me. I think I even said 69 a bunch of times, just to have the mic pass. Like, no, y'all don't want to hear from me. But it was a good time. I think that's what I do. I try to use this as an outlet.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's obvious like we haven't lost a step because I mean we've just had a good smooth hour conversation or so, and it's like we're almost back to the same thing. I mean, obviously a lot's changed, but it's kind of funny because of as much things have changed, it's a lot of things have stayed the same. The biggest change is really how empty the city's become as far as business wise.
Yeah,
everything's gone.
What you think they trying to do, man? Like the mall, they want to turn into a soccer stadium.
I highly doubt that, man.
But isn't this breed's last year or something?
I think, man. I honestly, I'm
it's gonna
just.
be handed to
It's
someone
like they
else,
sold out
right?
San Francisco. It's like they sold it out. The financial district. There's so many vacancies. So many vacancies downtown. There's so much buildings and stuff. It's just like it's crazy. Like you go from fourth. Where's Ross at? Fifth.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
If you go from
Ross is still there.
Ross is still there, but I'm gonna tell you like
Y'all
this,
remember
bro.
when we had a CVS
every
here.
single
Remember?
storefront from Fifth down, including 7-Eleven, including Subway, all that stuff towards the wharf is gone.
Well,
Every single storefront is gone.
Is there
From Fifth down is gone. I do my
crazy.
late night walk all the time, bro. Everything's gone over there, bro.
When things need to be changed, there never is. I think you know what? Actually, when I always say the middle ground, I guess the middle ground is the people, because they are what makes a difference. When I do volunteering, to where I say I want to help out communities, I don't want to just go give to someone individually. Helping out communities during for a nonprofit help me just go. I'm gonna help them, but I'm not getting like personal level. I feel like that's what makes a difference versus like the government or something or the communities just branding together and go, okay,
Like
we're
go
gonna
out and
do a
feed people or something.
nonprofit
Yeah.
and we're gonna help people versus the government is like, oh, okay, so people need help. Well, what can we get out of it?
Yeah, of
Or
course.
else we ain't gonna do it. You want us to? Because I feel like if you walked up here and saw how clean the streets are right now,
Dude,
there's a
That's what
reason
we just
behind
said.
it.
we
Yeah.
just said that.
There's
We
a
were
reason
just
behind
saying
it.
that. I was like, bro, it's actually nice as fuck out
Right
here
out
right
front,
now. I was
yeah.
like, this is a surprise. Like, so hit us
not
with
on
the
the walk,
reasons.
not on the
There's a
walk
re-
down.
I mean,
here,
well,
though.
no, there's a
Yeah,
reason
not the
behind
walk
it.
down here.
Not
Yeah.
going down.
Not only is it election year, but I mean, there's got to be something that made them go, hey, our sponsors here aren't liking
Or what
this.
was that thing they had when somebody
K-Pack or
came?
whatever.
Yeah, and they
Chinese
cleaned
Yeah,
up.
well, that was
yeah.
the start of it.
Uh-huh.
You got like the week before that was just cluttered with people, and then
Everyone
that thing,
disappeared.
CPAC or something. You know, they said I think the Asian or it was mostly Asian.
But see, that all resorts
world
back
leaders.
to, but that
came
all
out.
resorts back to the citizens. The citizens need to be in front of fucking City Hall every fucking day. Like, man, clean this shit up. We're paying you.
Well,
They want to go play on their phones.
Well, like we don't even. I mean, we wouldn't even really need the police that much if the people actually did. Like, if the community came together.
Nobody wants to
like
do
a
that.
Real neighborhood watch thing.
Yeah, or just yeah. I know. It's funny because I know a few guys that actually are vigilantes that go roll around the city and actually stop bippers and stuff like that. They do, and the cops know them. The cops actually know of them. Like this one dude, he rolls around nunchucks, weapon, and the cops don't stop him. Don't mess with him because he helps them.
No, he did nunchuck.
Wasn't
Okay.
that
Dude.
illegal to do at one
No,
point?
not
no,
any,
no,
not they know
It
it.
was,
It
It
was,
is.
right?
You
You said
can't.
nunchucks.
Yeah,
All right.
he-
right?
No
but
names
he-
involved.
Nunchucks.
They don't care. They know him. They talk to him. I've seen him associated with them, and he's stopped tons of bippers before.
Well, especially if you get places like the city, where it's like the police do seem like they would rather have someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I've seen a lot recently? I've seen four different random citizens running for mayor. One guy gave me his thing, Mayor Flynn, some random security dude from the cannabis. I'm like, damn, everyone's running for mayor in the city. We're gonna have some funny, interesting candidates coming soon.
My homie Raphael, he should be in charge. He was on here. Hey, I definitely couldn't be in politics. They would find, hey, yeah. Oh, he wants you to do
Competition?
Yep. Anything will. I'm trying to.
It's the rush.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. Yeah, so you know what? I didn't even realize a lot of times people just seem like blinded with a lot of things. And
I'm telling you, keep society distracted. They're only going to care about what's going to deal with at the moment from themselves to help themselves to move forward for themselves personally. Unless they know that what they're going to do, community, then they'll push forward to do more of those type of things. You see what I'm saying? Like we only got so many hours in a day for ourselves too. But you notice a lot of things is manipulated to where you can't even get those things done to be able to like want to go and do something else. As an adult, your time gets more and more restrained with your schedule.
I ain't got time to protest if I wanted to. I got work.
Yeah, that's why they don't.
I'm chilling with the
I'm
cat.
too lazy to go down there.
We've gone to
Or
the
wherever
point
they're
too,
at.
Yeah, I work
where
too much,
people
so,
don't
yeah,
even want to
Or
work.
go to work.
You got a regular job.
Like people don't want to work though.
Hey, yeah, like okay, back to Palestine. We talking about these people on the bridge.
They're on the airport now.
They ain't trying to let you move. Like I would get
What do they accomplish with
Man,
that?
I see hundreds of people at the
get out of
gym.
my car and feel like justified.
I see hundreds of people at the gym at fucking like noon. I guess no one's working.
I know, does no one work?
Hey, I mean, they
work.
got.
No,
Well, I could say they got different hours because they're trying to get their workout in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
yeah,
work, like,
you're right. You're
they're
right.
not trying to kill too
Or
much
they're
time.
working
Like,
from home.
like if you out there on a stop
True,
people
true.
from driving on a bridge or something.
I could be just
You know
an
you
old
got all
jaded
day.
soul.
Well, I mean, because you
Thinking
know
about old
these
work
people
styles.
park their car there to block traffic.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and
what
then
does that
threw their
accomplish?
keys in the water. Does it seem like the people that protest are mostly privileged people?
Not all. Of
No,
them.
no.
Not all of them.
I mean, what kind of life are they living that they could rebound from throwing their keys in the water and?
Because
no
I
one- they won't get
protested
their
and I
car
wasn't
back?
privileged.
Well, what the hell did you? Okay, what did? How did
I
you protest?
protested when I seen
How
what
did you
happened with George
protest,
Floyd.
man?
I went down there,
Dang man,
stood in front of City Hall. I guess what it
Okay.
No, you were like filming though. Like, what?
So you
did
wasn't-
you have like a sign?
Yeah.
or-
I had actually. You want to know what I was
Or
doing?
that's when.
I actually grabbed some guy's microphone. I was like, "Rebel," you know me.
Okay. Okay.
I was like chanting
I-
stuff.
So,
and
so
I
there's no,
actually, I ain't gonna lie. I got
You
caught
had
up
time.
I got, like I said, and this is what
You had
Joe
time that
Rogan
day.
said.
there was no life lost.
I
There
got
wasn't-
caught in the energy
Yeah, the
to the
pack
point. Let me tell you. I'm
mentality.
gonna tell you exactly what happened because I love telling the truth, man. I got caught in the energy. So when it got into night, and then I started fucking around with the other people.
So, I
Straight
mean,
up.
so
I started.
That's the energy.
I was
like,
with
yeah.
Nate and Northeast
Yeah.
State. He's over there stealing vitamins from Walgreens. So I fucking said, I'm gonna go
Oh,
grab
man.
some too.
Rest-
I'm not gonna lie.
rest
I'm
this
gonna
man.
be real.
Oh.
No one had got me a whole duffel bag full of
but the
fucking
thing is
vitamins.
about George Floyd,
Get vitamins.
I don't think
I'm a
many
hypocrite.
people are going to argue, even the
No.
conservatives, because they say, "Oh, it's a conservatives think about George Floyd, like he deserved." No, I don't think anyone really thinks. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone really thinks he deserved it
Nah.
because that wasn't how you do things. No matter what, like I don't know,
nobody deserves
people
it.
saying pull a gun to a woman's stomach,
Mhm.
you twig her.
His incompetence.
I mean, whatever he did, like
His
I
incompetence
mean,
and concoction of drugs he was on and everything
Yeah.
made him make some of the most horrible
maybe you didn't
decisions
feel
ever.
it that much. Either way, even if you didn't feel that, it may be even worse if you didn't feel that that knee on his neck because like that mean you must have been kneeling really
I
hard.
think he was just at the peak of a high that he was on, and he was just because honestly,
What was it?
I seen,
Fentanyl?
yeah,
Or
I seen
was,
another
right?
video. The thing is, I seen the whole like thing about a video of him 2 years before, and he doing the same thing literally when he got pulled over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's
What is-
there's a movie called
He did what?
the fall of exactly the fall of
Resist?
Minneapolis. There's a movie, and it goes play by play. They have all the body cam footage, and that's what I'm talking about. How when you go back, this is years later. Remember, this is years later. So they got the body cam footage. They got clip by clip by clip and it makes you really be like, wow.
People
And then they bring back the scenario when he got arrested a few years before, and I can't breathe. The same exact thing, and it was on camera. It was the same. It was like mirror.
people need to stop.
It was
like,
crazy.
People need to stop getting
But did he deserve to die?
Of
No.
course, I vote and all that stuff, but people need to stop getting political with with a lot of issues. I feel, I'm the type of guy that I'm like, until it becomes time to vote, I'm like, oh, let me keep my eyes open because it seemed like people going tug of war with issues like this, and it's like just open your eyes. Like, sure, he might have been like this, but the cop shouldn't have done.
All
what
right,
he did.
remember
He
my
should've got
story,
off of
Luke?
him, Yeah.
What happened to me in 2012? What was that? When I posted about Equipto. Equipto got fucking choked out at a protest at City Hall. I put a Facebook comment on there saying, and it was a fucking outrageous comment. I said, we should go burn this motherfucker's house down to the police officer that choked him out.
And instead of just getting
these
banned
motherfuckers
or
these motherfuckers put a warrant out for my arrest and found me 6 months later randomly because my friend calls me, hey, the sheriffs are looking for you. I'm like, for what? I have nothing going on. Dude, when I went into the fucking office, the first thing they pulled up was my Facebook. All these printouts that they printed out of the conversation between me and the cop. I guess he was a cop. I didn't know he was a cop. I guess there was undercover cops inside Equipto's page.
I mean, yeah.
And then push back,
Algorithms.
but
Isn't
push
that
back
invasion of
now.
privacy? So they
I
could-
probably can actually probably re-get them, probably go and try to get a lawyer and go do that. But I'm not. Even,
maybe
I don't want to
could do that
rehash
too.
my past
They
like
took
that.
me down for taking a nap in my car.
like spying on your page.
Talking about I was doing a little something.
But I admit my hypocrisy. Then I fucking hated law enforcement to a T. I was completely Mr. Hip, fuck the cops, blah, 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 whatever. Now, bro,
Whoa.
I respect the police officers. I talk to them. And I'm not saying I didn't then. I always knew how to be cordial with every human being in life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I always had, until I started seeing and I saw other people and my family members that are in law enforcement and that work for, environment and things like that, what they were talking to me and telling me, I was like, damn, I see the dynamic of how you turn people against each other. Because deep down, the cops are just like us. They're working and they don't know what's going on behind the scenes in the higher parts of the government.
That's why
it's a good way of creating social tension and creating more fucking civil war amongst people.
It's a damn tug of war. It's like no one's using logic. It's just using what you trigger. Oh yeah, cool. Because it's like if I'm, it seemed like if I'm like Democrat, I gotta go police bad. But if I'm a conservative, I gotta go. I love all the cops, which I don't. But I just want good police out there. So I'm not defund them either. I'm like, hey, if he's a good cop, give him all that money. Good for him. Stop all that bad stuff. The bad stuff. Unfortunately, we live in a weird society where I do feel like there is too many laws.
Well, everything needs to be a reform. The law enforcement needs to be reformed. The FBI needs to be investigated. The CIA needs to be fucking checked into. Every government agency that has any type of kind of corruption in it needs to be investigated and brought to the surface, because our money is paying. Deep down is people need to understand this is our bread,
but it's also
our taxpayer money.
It's also that's where it becomes where certain people that work we're kind of being slaves in a way, because there's the more uppity folks, when you get pulled over, it's like, hey, my taxes pay for you. No, really, our taxes. It's not us. No, our taxes are taken either way. We have no choice.
Yes, true.
That don't make a difference. That excuse don't make.
But it is still being money taken regardless. But that's the problem, is we're not giving it up willingly. We can't be like, hey, see, the thing is, would be beautiful is if I could say, hey, okay, you want my taxes? I have to donate, let's say, $10,000 a year. Well, you should be able to be like, I want my $10,000 to go towards the kids. I want my $10,000 to go towards building my community, not towards fucking dropping bombs and shit in other countries and fucking creating wars and stuff over there. No, I don't want my $10,000 you're taking away this year for that. I want it to go towards my city.
Well, that's all politics. Like, do you really think they're giving money to the other countries to?
Yeah, it's like Robin Hood.
I don't think they're really trying to help.
No,
I think they're this is how we navigate politics. They're gonna do something for us. We're gonna do.
Well, unfortunately, when it comes to the war machine, we are like the biggest cog in the wheel. I mean, and that's why it's like we have all the free Palestine stuff for sure, But how many of your homies really went to Palestine? You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's like it becomes a trend.
Michael Rappaport guy.
Oh, he's such a joke. He's so funny.
When I watch his videos, I see he's out there. I'm like, man, you look really safe right now. What are you talking about?
He does.
No, it's a horrible what they're doing out here. Like but you look really safe, man.
I can't stand him.
How did you land without getting, walk around? You landed.
He didn't go to Palestine. He went to Israel, right? Like, or he went to some tunnels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tunnels, caves.
Yeah, tunnels and caves.
He looked at, I guess,
Michael Rappaport.
He got a tour.
He looked very safe out there. So you're not really showing me a good example. I want him to be like in fear, and then I'm like, oh no, I guess it's really bad out there. Damn these celebrities, right?
Well, his point is that if he's going and you're talking about it too, why don't you go?
Yeah, no thanks. I got. Yeah. I don't.
Well, not you.
Really, even if I didn't have my job, I'd be out there looking for money to survive out here because I'm busy.
Yeah.
But he could just look at his phone and be like, let's see how much money I'm making right now. Okay.
Take a flight to
I mean, dang, you could just host a show like Wendy Williams. He was hosting Wendy Williams for a while.
Was he?
Yeah.
So what's your take on these comedians and everything that's going on with the comedian world?
Yeah, Paul. No, I mean, Oh, Paul's a comedian. He's been doing it.
Well, you are a little bit. I mean, weren't you for?
Okay, well, then I chime in there. I appreciate that. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
But take it. Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, I remember always knowing you as a comedian. I thought.
Oh yeah, I did comedy for a few years.
Like you're crazy.
Hey man, I'll go to comedy days with you, man. It's fine. Hey, what's my take on? Okay. Maybe I can come up with.
Tell some jokes.
No, wait.
No, which as far as like how they're like a lot of stuff's going on in the comedy world. I don't know if you noticed. There's a lot of like tension, like rappers now, especially in black comedy. A lot of black comics are starting to nitpick at each other and shit like that. You know
what I realized. Hey, I appreciate it. People chime in. I don't think so anymore since you waited so long. I never seen him so. I never seen him so quiet here, man. Damn.
You're just chilling.
Like, don't want you to chime in anymore. That's so quiet.
I mean, if you're a comedian, then yeah.
No, but okay. What I was gonna say from the comedians, I do notice. I'm a little critical with what's funny, but I do notice a lot of them seem like piggyback off each other. Like when Dave Chappelle will say something, next thing you know, someone else is saying something. The same thing about trans. It's like it's like what someone else is saying, someone else will just piggyback off of. That's not. It's not, to me. That's not what's funny. Yeah, you're not being real original anymore.
Well, you know, I think what I'm not a comic, but I feel like I'm pretty funny, but I'm not. I don't ever claim to be a comic, but I feel like, you know, comics go on life reflection. You know what I'm saying? Like either their own personal life or what they've seen, experiences, and things like that. Is this what I'm thinking? I could be wrong. You know, so anyone, you know, chime in and tell me. But I feel like when society starts nitpicking at their content, then it's like, bro, like what? You don't want to cross these lines. You don't want to cross those lines because you get. Some of them might be scared, you know, like, and then like what you're saying when
canceled.
Yeah, that.
You're talking about cancel. Okay.
And the biting too. And I was gonna try to cover the, you know, the biting as far as like jokes and stuff.
It's hard for me to believe that people get canceled. It's just easy for me to believe maybe people just lose the certain opportunities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you can be canceled.
Yeah, like what does that even mean? Like like
keep on going.
Right?
Technically,
like
if you want to. Technically,
Dave
if you
Chappelle,
cancel, it's like, oh, I just canceled an appointment. Like,
yeah,
that's not really. That's what it really means. Like the whole.
It's trip how the whole community of alphabet letters try to go against Chappelle when it's like he's just saying what he feels, but also. He let my friend
wrong.
Daphne Dorman open up for him.
Yeah,
so many times, and it's like he's just doing his thing. He didn't even think she was funny, but he's like, she's cool, so hey, open up for me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just because he doesn't fully understand a group of people.
I mean, bro, Dave Chappelle it was funny because someone tried to attack him on stage because of his, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he used that.
Yeah, dude, and it was great. He used it amazingly. Dude's like, no, he did great with that. He did great with that. Like, you know, and there's different kinds of comics too. There's like the ones that can crack jokes quick, the freestylers, like Corey Holcomb. Dude, that dude's crazy. He did bunch of
Corey.
Yeah, I like Corey Holcomb. I think he's pretty good.
Oh, he said something recently against Cat Williams, I think.
And then, and then for example, what was his name? The guy that just did a special with Dave Chappelle, him and what's his name clashed. And it would have been dope if they had a roast session, but no, he just, what's the guy that played, in Dave Chappelle's, he has a new special. It just came out. Somebody help me if you guys know. Then it's called A New Day. And it's Dave Chappelle presents Donnell Rawlings.
Oh,
Donnell Rawlings. And him and
right?
Corey Holcomb had a big ass argument a few years ago. A few weeks ago. And instead of Donnell Rawlings like them going at it, he's tried to like heckle him in the crowd, and then Corey Holcomb just roasted him like he was a heckler, but he knew he was a comic. And they could have had a good roast session, but then Donnell Rawlings got mad and was saying,
don't back down. And then you don't get
especially if you're a comic, have some fun with it. Like, like you're, but I don't know. I hope whatever that having those scenarios they fix because I love comedy and I'd hate to see it become more censored than what it's starting.
What do you
to
think
become
about
now.
the Tyson and Logan fight?
Oh, I'll tell you. Okay,
You think it's real?
I'm watching it.
I think it's like
People
this.
I know say they'll get
I'm gonna
messed
tell you
up,
like
but
this.
it's
I'm gonna tell you like this.
exhibition, right?
I know that Mike Tyson don't give a fuck about the sport no more. Bottom line, he says it several times on his podcast. He's talked about it. So if he does take a fall, he's paid 20, 30 million to take a fall. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that guy to.
I don't, but I'm saying
I'll
like
be so upset at the TV if
I don't
have
think
to see him take a fall.
Tyson would embarrass himself like that. But Tyson's the kind of guy too that I don't think it's gonna be like I said. I don't think it's gonna be a real fight. I think it's gonna have some
I don't want to
stipulations
see
in it.
that either.
Like he doesn't give a fuck anymore at all. Like he'd just take a hit.
But Tyson's the type of dude that will, if you go
I
off
think
script and you
YouTubers
fuck with
zero.
him, he'll break you off and say fuck the script. He's done
Yeah.
it
I
several
hope he
times.
messes with him though,
Mhm.
instead of showing him love.
So
I don't want to see that like patting with the boxing gloves.
if
and-
Jake Paul
I
does
don't
go
want
out of contract and does something, and Mike Tyson
Nah.
feels offended, he'll say fuck this fight.
Don't just fight for the money.
Mhm.
Come on, give me a real fight.
No, but I'm saying is in the ring, I'm pretty sure that Mike Tyson isn't going to get paid to get knocked down. But I'm telling you, if he is, hey, all kudos to you, brother. There's
Well,
another 50 million, 20, 30
He
million
had
for you.
a TV show, I think. He had a little reality show. Mike Tyson talked about how
Don't
he's
they
getting
like it?
older and he's feeling like
Remember,
growing pains, like his back hurting and all that stuff.
his
at
brother fought Mayweather. His brother could barely even knock Mayweather down. His brother's a heavyweight. Jake Paul is going to be fighting Tyson. Tyson's a heavyweight. So that just goes to show you that his punching power should not be able to knock Tyson out. You see what I'm
I think
saying?
so,
Because if
yeah.
his brother that's bigger could knock out Mayweather that's smaller than Tyson, how is a littler guy going to knock out a bigger guy that's bigger? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. So I'll be surprised. He could barely knock down Tyrone Woodley, and that looked
I mean, I kind of
questionable. That looked like super questionable. You know, when he knocked down Tyrone Woodley,
That looked
Jake
fake.
Paul, that
Yeah,
looked
it
super fake.
Mhm.
I mean, I want him. He's just some YouTuber guy. I mean, much props for someone grown past
He
that.
does
but
fight. He is in shape and trains boxing. So
Tyson?
no,
Oh,
that-
yeah.
what's it-
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
Is-
considered
is
a
Jake
professional
Paul or
boxer.
Logan Paul.
Jake Paul. Just Jake Paul.
Okay.
Logan Paul's a wrestler.
Which one
He's
did the
wrestler,
Prime
right?
Energy drinks?
But did you
Yeah.
see? But did you see also that they Did you also see that they have these stupid crazy stipulations on TikTok?
Hmm.
They're saying that like supposedly Jake Paul can tag his brother in
in a
the
boxing
fight,
match,
yes.
like wrestling.
on TikTok. They're saying that supposedly he could tag
Hmm.
his brother in, and then they're saying that
Then it's rigged.
What's up with that? They
Jake Paul could wear hair gear and Tyson can't. I don't
No.
know if this is real or not.
I'll
It
throw the
seems
gig
a
out
little
the
super.
window.
Yeah. Come on, I ain't.
what's
you-
up with that? They're banning
Yeah.
TikTok now. They banned. I guess they passed it where they're gonna.
Because
have
it's
to
not
ban it.
American, right? It's like some. It's,
Yeah.
They don't want like
my underwear's
Chinese,
made in China,
right?
you know?
Everything.
Man, I don't really care personally.
Gives me less.
I don't
I
care
kind
either.
of messed around on
Mhm.
TikTok. I know I'm not gonna have that many followers, but I just don't like the government taking something down for us.
Mhm.
No, like, did we agree to this?
Well, why are they why do they don't they want
supposedly
it?
China gets a lot of information out of the data from.
But they've
on
been
it.
doing that though. From
Maybe I want
right?
that.
Might want that.
I don't know.
I
That's
mean-
just
I
their
don't really
excuse.
care.
To be honest, I don't care about TikTok
Oh.
either because I feel like, man, a lot of kids use TikTok, and it's like, they, it's not healthy.
Hey, we don't like
The
kids.
only one that cares is the influencers that are kids. They're like,
Yeah, I don't like
my
every
channel.
time I see influencer.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There'll be an
Mhm.
award show and someone will win
like,
an award
yeah.
for being an influencer.
Doing their influence dances or makeup or whatever they influence.
I mean, look at Kanye's daughter, man. She's fucking about to be like
She's a rapper
the
now.
youngest rapper, like
Mhm.
that's gonna probably be making millions in no time.
He did a show out
You
here
got a
not long
connection
ago.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, no one really came. Well, it was like a listening party, so I get it.
Mm-hmm. They don't fight.
But
But see
with
the thing is, a lot of those narratives do. They push a narrative to make the thing any little girl can do that, and that just ain't the case. That little girl's got millions. She don't have to be a rapper.
She's
She's just
born a
doing that for
celebrity.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. That's the shit. I seen that with my niece, man. Always wanted to be on TikTok, play on the Oculus machine. She's only 9 years old.
What
No,
did
she
you say?
should be
She likes having
running her.
views.
Dude, she'd be bumping into like the walls and stuff, playing
Just
the Oculus
for
machine.
likes.
Like, what the fuck?
Speaking of the rap,
They just don't know. They
Yeah.
see older girls doing it, and that's what they want to
what
do.
do you think about the Bay Area rap right now?
The Bay Area rap?
We got Messy Marv just got out of jail.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
Like older, like
First
there's
of
nothing
all,
new,
man,
right?
First
Nothing
of all,
new.
recipes.
whatever.
First of all, how I feel
What
about
are you doing?
Bay Area rap right now. First of all, recipes, Ballhead Rick, UNLV, San Francisco
Recently, yeah.
legend. So I feel we
I thought
lost.
he was gonna make it through.
We lost, a legend. Fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Um,
Delicious.
I feel like this. Right now we're in a little mourning stage as far as San Francisco. You know what I mean? Like we're in a little mourning stage as far as San Francisco. But I think the state of hip hop, man, in the Bay Area, I'm just gonna say the Bay Area needs more unity as far as you got your Dizzler, whatever type, gangbang type rappers and stuff like that. And then you got your hip hop heads and all the educational, like revolutionary, whatever they are, student teachers and all that kind of stuff. Then you got the therapy type hip hop people, but it's all different lanes. It's all different, like, you know what I mean? Perspectives. And at the end of the day, it's more divided.
Sure.
I feel like there's not even that many African Americans in Bay Area hip hop anymore. I don't see too many of them rapping, especially around
They're
here.
probably not from Africa, but Messy Marv just got out of jail, man. I didn't even know he was in jail, but I guess he's gonna come out with some stuff now.
Yeah. And I don't even think Mesh should even be making music right now. Hell no.
He should be
No.
focusing on
Mesh
that.
should get recovery. He should stay clean. That music world is toxic.
And we ain't hating on man.
No, not at all. But I'm hating on him is, oh yeah, go to the studio, go make us
Yeah,
more money.
everything he drops is great, but we want him to live. We want him to have a good life.
I'm gonna say it like this, dog. Look at DMX. We've lost a lot of rappers to
It
addiction
was great, yeah.
by not helping them, guide them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no one expendable. Mess is older now. He needs some good recovery time under his belt. You know what I'm saying?
You
You
can
go to
still,
the studio, you see someone smoking weed, man, that's a gateway. You're gonna go right back to doing the drugs you were doing. Come on,
you
man.
can still flow really good, but he ain't looking so good. Right?
No, I mean, but he's also, older.
Yeah.
A lot of our legends, man, like they need to get their health right. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They need to get their health right.
Rapping Forte, man.
Rapid Forte is another one.
And then we got
See, the one thing I like about the East Coast that I don't like about the Bay and the East Coast, they promote juice bars. The rappers are out there make juice bars. The Locks
Wow.
make juice bars. Styles P sells fucking health stuff. CMOS. He has his own fucking like herbal like Dr. Sabi type shit. Fucking Wu-Tang got juice bars. Why don't we got anyone selling juice? We got motherfuckers selling liquor, E4040s and all that. That's cool. You got your beer, your liquor and all that. Cool. But what about some healthy shit too though? Where's the
chips.
healthy shit for the
Chips.
Bay? Where's the healthy vegan mob? I guess is that really healthy
No,
though?
they're trying to get him
No.
out of here though. They're trying to get the vegan mob.
Too
Really?
fried. Too
Right?
fried.
Well, he's not. He can't be in San Francisco anymore.
I didn't hear that. Why?
Oh,
That's Don Toriano shit.
yeah, I know. From what I recall, they had to get him out of San Francisco.
Really?
Not for bad news or just business. It seemed like.
Wow. I didn't hear about that at all, bro.
Had to get him out because he was like in.
Pretty accurate.
I thought he was on like Valencia and 19th or whatever, where
Oh
they do
no,
the little.
no, yeah, no,
That was
no.
just the
Can't be
food truck
there.
though.
Oh,
The
We like
food truck.
kept it there.
but he can't sell in the city.
Sounds like it.
Wow, that's weird. I don't follow him too
It sounds
much
like
that.
it. I'm pretty sure about that, but yeah, keep up with that.
Like,
But
That's
we,
just
a
my
good thing
thing
we
is,
don't
like-
have any ditties out here at least. They like
oh yeah,
Diddy's getting in trouble right now.
we don't have ditties like necessarily in the music industry, but we got a lot of them just in the San Francisco in general. That's weirdos. Are you kidding me? They don't have to be P Diddy musical weirdos. They own art
Well,
galleries and
I guess back in,
they own art galleries and studios
back in
and
the day
shit. What you
we had
mean?
Big Lurch
Did
back in the day. I don't know if that might be before your time. Remember Big Lurch? He got caught eating somebody.
Yeah.
No, that was
Yeah.
Sacramento. We leave that just the Sacramento.
Eating people.
No, I mean, the Bay Area hip hop scene, man, is definitely declined. But that's because a lot of people moved out of the Bay Area that were in hip hop because they weren't doing nothing here. You know what I'm saying? And like the money's in LA, the money's in New York, the money's definitely in Atlanta. It ain't here.
I
If
would
you-
wonder when people say they want to get somewhere and they're out here, how you plan on doing that? You know, that's the thing. Like you can make a staple out here. It seems like you gotta
You need money.
go elsewhere
Mm-hmm.
to go and make that loot. And then come. That's fine. You
Don't-
come back.
Come back.
The one thing I'm gonna be as an artist, man. The one thing I don't like is what the public tries to put as far as like what you're supposed to be as an artist. Like, I just want to make art. There's no monetary promise behind this that you need to judge me by if I don't have that. And that's what a lot of this shit comes from. Is the public. That's why I never made my music really caring about what anyone else thinks. If they
Yeah.
like it, they like it. They don't, they don't. Especially now that I'm almost 45,
Well,
I'm at
yeah.
that point now. I'm not trying to make
So how do
it
you
and
tell your
blow
age
up.
with the dog in your?
I have a good
your
understanding
lap there?
about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think a lot of artists don't, and they, we stay in this melting pot to where it's like, you get jaded. And I'm not. I love working with newer artists, younger artists now, and stuff like that because I'm not in the like focus now of trying to make it. So now it's like expanding my horizons back to the creativity and not trying to be a copy and paste kind of guy. Oh, I need to make what they're making because they're making it
Well,
right now. You know, that's
lot
that's
of
what we
new
have a
artists
lot
talk
right now
about
is copy and paste culture.
Like Method Man was in an interview recently talking about how the hell these new artists make so much more than him, renting the private jets and all that.
Yes, yes.
I think he may be exaggerating a little bit. He's probably got some loot, but
Oh, he's got loot, yeah.
but like
I mean,
he's saying how they're doing it because he had to like control his funds and he had to actually know how it's getting
well, you
done.
know what, too, brother? Is
new.
Wu-Tang was a 9-man group. That money
Yeah.
was split 9 ways. So deep down, a lot of them
He knew
never
where it was
really,
coming
really,
from.
real famous till later. I mean, rich, money wise, they were
Yeah.
famous, but not as rich as their fame until a little later. You know, especially in the beginning because the head of Loud didn't have a lot of money to pay everyone. I mean, he spoke about that, but eventually, they got cashed out, and but it took a while, and obviously now Method Man's on Power, so he's making that 50
Oh,
cent
yeah,
money,
he's
so
gonna
he's
be
getting
making that loot.
150,000 a show, at least minimum for a TV show. You get 150K a show.
50
So-
Cent had to bounce out the whole rap
Yeah.
thing.
Because it goes to 150K, then it goes, I think the highest is like almost 300 or 250K per show, depending on the actor. I think Angela Bassett, she's on like the 911 show, and she's like one of the highest paid people, and she gets like 250K a show or some crazy number like that. I think I saw.
That's some loot. I kind of miss when people used to sell DVDs out the trunk.
Oh yeah, right.
I miss those days. I used to have a guy called DVD Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to East Palo Alto, there'd be a gas station right there when I pull in. We just pop his trunk, all the movies I want.
Yeah,
I kind of miss those days, man.
yeah.
Good
Or
days,
just,
man.
I missed the guy on San Mateo, the old video store, remember? Right there by Hillsdale.
Wait, no, still there.
Video.
That's right, Captain Video. Yep, I used to go there all the time.
The area
bro.
represent.
Yeah, and the one on in Millbrae, was it Hollywood or whatever?
Hollywood
Video,
Yeah,
remember?
wow.
Yeah. I just seen Madam Web, and they had a little small part from the '90s, and they had Blockbuster on. They had to definitely green screen it somehow, but they
What
had
did
a
you
block.
think about that movie?
Yeah, I just
Nah,
overlooked it.
exactly.
I overlooked it. I didn't really.
Jennifer liked it though, huh?
You
I didn't see it.
No,
Uh-uh.
she
Okay,
didn't.
so you saw it though.
Yeah, it was all right.
Anyway, it was better than Wonka.
What do you
though.
think, Sid?
Yeah.
Wonka was not that great.
Yeah, no.
The new Wonka? The
It's,
old
it's
Wonka?
not no Gene Wilder.
Not Gene Wilder Wonka?
no. It was not.
I
that
want,
good.
you know, a movie I want to see, but I can't find it. Is a hip hop story, produced, directed by Affion Crockett. He wrote it, and it's supposed to be hilarious. He
What's
basically,
it called though?
it's called a hip hop story,
Oh,
and it's
stream
basically.
that.
I've been trying to find it online, bro.
Tubi.
I cannot
Try
find
the
it.
Tubi.
I tried to,
Unless you put real money into it.
No, he put real money into it. Affion Crockett. He's been in a lot of movies. He's been in a lot of Mike
Yeah, I
Epps
know
movies.
about
Yeah,
him.
you know him. He's funny. He's pretty good. And the movie is basically like a hip hop story, but he has like for example, like you have Luke, right? You have like a guy playing Luke instead of actually Luke. So it's like there's a guy plays Eminem, but his name's not Eminem, but he's Eminem.
So
So
like,
he made like a parody of real life, but didn't use real life, so he wouldn't get sued. So it's basically like a mock of real life. It's
so like in my real
I'll
life
send you
story,
the preview.
someone else.
Wasn't that like Black Mirror?
No, this is a
No.
movie. It's
It's an
called a
actual
hip hop
movie?
story.
So my real life story, someone else would play Tom
You?
Hanks instead of my dad.
Here we go with this Tom Hanks shit again. Huh?
He hates that.
I hate Tom Hanks. I can't stand that dude.
I don't believe you, man. I don't believe the hoaxes, man. Tell me some real links, man.
I'm telling you, he's a weirdo, but whatever.
Get that DNA test.
Yeah, but Mari retired.
But
what comes to mind when say life is too short?
what comes to mind?
Life is short. Yeah.
Too short?
Time. If you
Like you want to stay here and
Because that's what it
keep
means.
longer?
I mean, too short means it's like short. It's quick. It's in
Like
and
you
out.
need more time to do what though?
Well, he's asking me like what
In general,
life is
Yeah,
too
like-
short. So I'm saying I would base that off of time. Like I don't
Time?
know. Like it's a short day. It's short.
I don't think it is too short.
No.
No.
What
Why
do you
would
think
I?
it is?
Why would I want to live longer? I mean, what?
I just want to live long enough to get senior deals.
Like AARP?
Like
AARP?
Denny's and
Give me them free deals.
Free deals? Oh
Once
yeah,
I've
definitely.
paid enough
Senior
of
deals.
that, I'm ready to go.
Free birthday meal.
I would say die, but I already said all right. I don't know if Facebook will like.
Some places
Like,
let you
it's
get
just
that for
a
at
word.
50.
You know, that's why it's crazy
Yeah.
how my dad's 80 and still acts like he's like 40.
Does he get the free deals?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
80.
He's-
He gets
no, but
all-
you got to ask for that. You can't just
Senior
assume-
deals?
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I'm sure he probably.
So,
Don't worry. You keep talking, guys.
did y'all enjoy your St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
I did nothing.
Wait, you did nothing.
Mm-mm.
So, what do you think about this situation? So, I was it was actually Friday that I celebrated. I was with my mom. We went to and this guy Lawrence.
Your mom's boyfriend?
You know, I don't know if I vouch for that yet.
Her friend.
But you know, he's one of the guys she's been bringing around.
One of them.
My cat. Well, my cat runs from him, but it's not that he's a bad guy. She's just very, skeptical.
She doesn't like him.
She's skeptical.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
give it time. Maybe she will. I'm not sure at first when she runs from people. But like I went to the restaurant. We went to this like Irish bar.
hmm
It's also a restaurant.
Mhm.
I went to and I was at the urinal was like a trough. It was
Mhm.
a long thing filled with ice. It wasn't that long to make this guy get right next to me. I was doing my thing. It was a long pee because I like long pees. They're relaxing. So I was drinking. I was doing my thing so that I could take a long pee.
hmm
And the guy, I felt the door open up, and the guy walked in. I looked behind me because I could use one hand.
The
to still look
boyfriend or
behind
some
me.
guy. A
No.
random
This was
guy?
the guy that just came in
Oh,
the restroom.
mhm.
Just a random guy that came in the restroom. And I looked behind me, and there was the guy came in the restroom. It was okay. It's a public restroom. The guy was doing one of these go back and forth thing, side to side, like figuring out where to go. I'm like, okay, the guy's gonna take a hint and use the stall.
Oh shit.
So instead, the guy gets next to me at the urinal, which was a trough. It's not that big though. It was not that big, and he was too close to me. And then next thing I know, I'm like, oh, this is weird. Okay, I'm turning over here, just so like I don't get any kind of weird because it's filled with ice. I don't get any weird splash on dude
Mhm.
because he might like that, and that's weird. And so I splashed in my own area. I was done. Like, whew, good thing I'm done because I don't like to be this close to another dude with his schlong out. And as I'm walking away, I like, dude, what happened? And the guy done stepped on my shoelace. I don't remember being untied.
And you fell.
Next thing you know, I couldn't move though. I couldn't move. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Now it's awkward as fuck.
I couldn't move. So I'm like, bro, okay, you're on my laces. And I don't want to look down. I want to make two. I look up. I say, hey, you're on my leg. I don't want to see the guy's penis. Or just not even just in the zone of peeing. It's a certain face. Like my cat when she's taking a dump, don't like to be looked at.
Mhm.
And especially another dude. She's a girl, so that's different. So I'm like, hey, you're on my laces, man. I gotta go, man. Could you get off?
And
my...
he's still going.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm like, what's this guy mean? Oh no, is this one of those situations where I fight in the bathroom? This is my biggest fear. I'm like, I always fear getting in a fight in a bathroom.
Oh shit!
I,
You'd be like Jim
You're
Carrey, and Cable
trapped.
Guy.
hey man, I'm like
You'd be
trying to
Jim Carrey,
signal
and
to him.
Cable Guy.
I'm doing one of these, but not touching him.
I'm the best.
It's like maybe he could feel.
He could feel when you're tugging on your shoelace.
Yeah,
Probably, right?
I don't know why he could feel
Yeah.
it. So instead, I'm like trying to do like a little wave thing instead of touch. I'm like bringing my hand close to like signal. Maybe he could feel my wind vibration. Like, hey man,
Oh, don't touch it.
you're on my shoe. Could you like get off my shoe so I could move? Hey, hey. And he's like, that's why people don't have their shoes untied. I'm like, damn, this guy trying to fight me. Now I'm getting nervous because like that's a that's like kind of sarcastic response. I don't
Now he
remember
wants
my,
trouble.
yeah, I
he
don't
wants
remember my
trouble.
shoe being untied
Hmm.
because that to me like why would I have my shoe in like the
Maybe he
urinal?
untied it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did it.
I'm thinking like
Mhm.
this guy must secretly untied with his shoe, and so and I can't move. I'm about to slip out of the shoe if we fight. I'm like, man, this guy really just done said. That's why people don't have a shoe untied. I'm trying to tell you, you're on my shoelace. Would you? That's a violent experience.
How long did it take for you to get this guy off your
This is
shoe?
going on minutes now.
It took it was like a couple minutes. I'm like, bro,
Couple of minutes. How long was this guy peeing? Was he in the fucking stall?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
like,
he must have had.
I don't even because I was trying to look at his
or
penis.
something.
I was
Drinking
trying to look
Modelo.
at his penis, so I don't even know if he was still peeing. I just listen because if I'm a urinal, someone's next to me. Like I hope
You
there's
should
a
have
border.
tapped the bottom of his
Like,
ankle.
I
You shoulda-
do
you know
like
what you
feeling
shoulda did?
manly. Like if I'm peeing harder,
You should have
than
hit
the
the back
other
of
guy.
his
Him.
knee. Like you know how they do? They hit you with the
Like
the
You
thing
should've
that,
knee, though, like
yanked
not
your
with the
leg
hand,
out.
right?
you know how the doctor hits you with that hammer that makes your like leg reflex.
I-
You should have hit him like in the
I
back of his
have
calf.
one of
And made his, no, but you should have like just tapped him in the
Was-
back of his calf, like or something.
Yeah,
and made
maybe
him
in the
lift his
back,
leg
but
up.
like I don't want like all of a sudden I tap him like whoa, and then he like pees all over me,
Yeah.
Oh shit!
and then I'm gonna have to fight him because I'm just so disgusted that now I have his pee on me. I feel like I'm attacked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even maybe it's not meant to be.
Was he
that
bigger
way.
than you? Like
He was. I mean, yeah, he was a little big, but looked kind of lazy.
Yeah.
What I mean, what would you do in that situation, man?
Get the fuck off my shoe.
Yeah,
I would be like me if I knew he was on my shoe. I would try to lift my shoe up a few times. If he didn't feel the tug,
yeah, I
then
was
I'd be
trying
like,
to do that.
hey, bro, get off my shoe, dog.
Yeah.
I was
Straight up.
trying to do that, man. And
I'd be like, hey, you're on my shoe. If you wouldn't move, I'd
yeah,
kind of slightly push
I
him.
said
Maybe.
so many things, and that's when he finally said, "Yeah, that's why people don't have their shoe untied. That's why I think, yeah, that's why you shouldn't have your shoe untied."
And then what'd you do?
What'd you say after that?
I was
Suffered?
like, hey man. That's when I was like, hey man, because that's what I say before I fight someone.
You
because
should have just punched him.
I don't want. Yeah.
Well, he was in his job,
I
right?
don't want to fight. No, I was
Oh.
just in the bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to fight someone, and on top of that, in the bathroom. And if I pee, like that might make his like insides pee harder.
yeah.
Mhm.
That he didn't even know he had pee to pee harder.
And then he pees
Now
on
I'm
you.
covered
yeah.
in pee. Now I'm
Mhm.
gonna really have to fight you because I'm so disgusted that I
Yeah,
pee
right.
your pee all over me.
Mhm.
You know. I mean, that's when when I really got his attention. That's when he said, "That's why you shouldn't have your shoe untied." That's when I'm like, wow, this guy really trying to is are those fighting words?
Yeah, those are.
Yeah.
Are those
Mhm.
like, damn, am I gonna have to fight someone in the bathroom? It's scary. Fighting someone in the bathroom is scary. I don't know.
But you made it out okay, right?
Yeah.
You made it out okay.
No, but when I took that walk out of the bathroom, I was
Mhm.
feeling like, my gosh, did a fight almost occur in the bathroom? Yeah, no. But yeah, that was. Yeah, no, that was a little scary though.
So that was your St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it was a little scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I gonna fight in the bathroom. A lot scary thought than just wide open.
Is it because it's dirty in there, or because there's one door in and out, and you?
It's violate. It just feels
Violent?
violate
Hmm.
because that's a place where you like
Do your
go
thing.
to the bathroom.
Go to the
you
bath.
know?
Yeah.
That's your safe area.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like sometimes if I'm in a stall, I feel like
That's why you pee outside.
as a man, that's what's good about San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't peeing outside, I was frustrated with is the pooping outside.
Mhm.
You should not poop outside,
No, never. Oh, that's awful.
or at least like, you know what? Have a doggy bag
I got doggy bag
for your for a
Mhm.
human, even if your human is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Carry a human-sized doggy bag.
Or a
Sick.
shovel.
Yeah, to put it in the doggy bag.
or to bury it.
Or to
in the
bury
You
it.
know, like my cat berries.
buried in the
Very
dirt.
select.
You know.
Very select. She buries her poop. You know, I mean, that is a woman that I would give up my life for. Like if it came to, we got your cat, like, yeah, well, I know some things, and I will take you down. I wouldn't even know what those things are, but they would come to my mind if someone took my cat. They would be sorry. You ran me over. Okay, try threatening my cat. Ooh,
Now we got another world.
Yeah.
Gonna turn into cat man.
Cat dad.
Not cat woman, but cat man.
So you've been working out there, Denero?
Man, I'm telling you, the gym is like a damn hellhole though these days, bro. It's like a fucking psycho ward. It's like Arkham Asylum over there now.
You live in a gym, right?
No. Oh, I mean, I have the storefront, but I mean,
You have a gym too, though.
but the actual gym that I go to is like, damn, bro, it's crazy the stuff I've seen lately. People shooting heroin in the bathroom. Fucking, I've seen fights. I actually almost got into a fight the other day, man, with this idiot, man. With London, that fucking weirdo that was at my birthday party. I didn't even tell you about that.
That dude that was dressed like a king.
You know, the one that came with the tall guy, the white guy trying to
Yeah.
bum a ride from everybody. I hope he
yeah,
sees
yeah.
this online. He's a goober.
The one with the accent.
Yeah, he. So I'm in the hot tub, right? I'm over here,
Yeah,
good
hot tub's
workout.
at your
I'm in
gym.
the hot tub, fucking enjoying myself.
Dirty in there.
This dude, it's not dirty. They've been cleaning the shit out of it lately. But anyway, the guy,
Planet Fitness. There's no hot tub.
the guy comes up to me, right? I'm in the hot tub doing my thing,
Yeah.
and you know, obviously I'm still pretty good from the hot tub. He's hovering over me, standing over me, and I'm in the hot tub, so I'm like this, like looking up.
Man.
And he starts saying stuff to me, and I'm just ignoring him, like, bro,
It's
I'm
like a
not trying to hear you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear you. And then he it's funny because on my birthday he was trying to talk to my mom's driver, and he's trying to talk to Jen. He's just a little drifter, you know, trying to see where he could fit in. And then and then my friend, she told me he weirded her out. You know how that goes. You never want to be the guy that the friend resorts to, but she's my friend. She's like, oh, he weirded me out. He started calling me, blah, 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 blah. And so he sees me at the gym. He's like, oh, I heard you were talking smack about me. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Like,
He's standing above you at the
and
hot tub.
and then he's like, if you got something to say, say it to my face. I was like, bro, I'll tell you right here, you're a weirdo. And I'm all looking, I'm like, you're a fucking weirdo, bro.
Let me get out the hot tub first.
Yeah, I was in the hot tub while I said it. I was like, you're a weirdo.
Just lounging.
Yeah, I'm like, you're a weirdo, bro. I was all looking you right in your face. I was like, what are you gonna do? I was like, you're nobody, bro. I was like, my homegirl told me you're a fucking weirdo, and that's what you are. And I was like, I didn't say it behind your back, but I'll say it to your face. You know, so he just wanted my attention. And then the manager was there, and the manager's cool with me. So he was just like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, I seen exactly what happened. He's like, he was sitting there lounging in the hot tub. You came up and walked up and started talking to him. He ignored you for 5 minutes, because I did. I ignored him for hella long. And then you kept on poking, and then finally, and he's like, oh, and he tries to explain the story about my birthday to the dude, like the dude cares. And I'm like, and I'm looking at him like, dude, nobody gives a fuck about what you're talking about. They only care about the moment that's happened right now. They don't care about the history of why you're, the backstory and all this nonsense. And then I call her after, and she tells me, she starts laughing, man. It's just funny because, like, you know, she's still my friend, and she's my mom's driver and stuff. She she helps my mom, brings my mom to the city and helps her run her errands and stuff like that. It's just funny though, because like he's over here like disrespecting my friends, me and whoever, and I know exactly how that fucking scenario played out that day.
And in all fairness, she gave her number to him.
Yeah, so, exactly. And that's what I said
right?
too. And that's exactly.
Right.
And I said that too. And I'm like, that's cool, but you know, and I knew that. That's why I didn't care. You know, deep down, like
I mean, he was asking me for a ride and all this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, like you could just say no. I'm like, nah, you ain't getting in my car.
So deep down, I was like, hey, I don't care, because A, she's not my girlfriend. B, it's just my mom's friend, and I'm not trying to get caught in the crossfire. But it's obvious that you're mad that you didn't get anywhere with her, because you're over here talking to me now 6 months later
about it.
Yeah.
It might not be your girl, because you know, Jennifer.
No, it's not my girl.
You still gotta protect our hive. You know, protect the women in our world. You know, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even about protecting her, because I didn't even know about it until, you know, she told me weeks later what he was doing. So obviously they
chatted.
They talked, talked a little bit. but she's super like a Muslim and super straightforward. And just told him like, hey, I have kids. I'm this way. I'm that way. I don't party. And I think that just made him realize that he had no chance. You know what I'm saying? So
But it's
that's
the
what
way
that,
he came at you at the gym and the
yeah,
hot tub
it's
was
like
all foul.
yeah.
Who
the
come
way
at me in the hot tub?
Yeah.
he
I
just
mean-
wanted my attention,
A
and bro, I didn't
relaxation
give it to
play.
him because he knows deep down I don't fuck with him.
Well, I look
And
like-
the thing is, it's funny.
What, I look
Luke,
like
he's
Scarface
seen me
in
in
Michelle Pfeiffer
he
situation?
has seen me in the streets, bro, a few times already. Hasn't said shit. You know what I mean? So it's just funny
Are
style
you
shit,
hard
bro.
fine? If someone wanted to come after you, hard fine?
No,
That's what I say.
No.
I ain't hard fine because you didn't finish the job yet. So I mean, if you want to find me, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you know what find me.
you know, I think lately I've been dealing with a lot of trolling, bro. Like I feel like I've just been dealing with a lot of trolls. Like everywhere
I don't know what
I-
you've been
I-
through, but it is getting worse in that area. People,
No, I mean, have you?
More out
No,
there.
I'm just like what you said about the bar, like trolls. That's a troll. That type
Yeah.
of scenario is a troll.
in-person troll right there,
Dude,
bro.
I've dealt with similar situations
I
like
will
that a
pee on you
lot.
if I have to.
Like I've always like lately I've had unnecessary people just like right by me, like, why are you here, guy? Like people be like, on their phone. Like I just been just
I don't think
energy.
people-
It's just like the last few months, like the last few weeks, excuse me, that I've just felt like
Like at the grocery store.
yes,
somebody's,
at
like,
the
on top
grocery
of you.
stores, like
Mhm.
or like at the,
The
gym
bank,
a lot.
yeah.
I feel like every time I'm like in the sauna, I never
Personal
get like
space.
there's a guy on his phone, like bro, like
I think if people even get off,
there's
the
a guy on
phone,
his phone in
they
the
still
sauna
treat
playing
the
like
real world as if
other
they're still on the
language I don't
phone.
understand. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear you watching TV. and,
People troll in
like,
real life.
am I just
Mhm.
becoming like a fucking bigot? Like fuck, bro. Like or like
In good news though,
Mhm.
they found who stole my uncle's wallet in his nursing home.
nice.
Now who the hell steals some? Because
Employees.
my uncle, yeah, wow. See, that's the first thing I
Corrupt
said.
nursing home
was
employees?
employee.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, the police like investigate where the person came from and all that, like where they tracked it and all that. But I still feel like you just make sure that person has due justice, right?
Mhm.
It ain't just sweeping under the rug.
About the
That
justice.
place should be under fire, right? A
Mhm.
little bit because they let.
Those
I-
are the worst places. You think you're safe there, and they take advantage of
I
that
have
for
a-
the people.
People take little like sympathy because they're like, well, who would want this job to take care of people? But
I have a question
I'm
for the
used to dealing
community.
stuff.
I have a
Yeah.
question for the community before we go, and I need to hear other people's opinion on this. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
ask you
yeah.
that. So since I moved back, every single day, and Jen knows, I've been dealing with. Now it's over finally, and I just want to know, am I caring for this? I need to know. So there was this lady. She was coming in front of my place day after day, selling food right in front of our spot in the morning, 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. every single day, selling straight tacos, food, all this shit
Yeah,
right in front
wow.
of my building, right?
Wow.
So am I the bad guy if I call 311 and am like, no, I don't like
No.
this, want this,
wait,
No.
where it's making my dogs bark every day? It's
Yeah.
creating touch and
waking me up.
It wakes me up.
311.
Am I the
Why'd you say
bad? Am I the
311?
bad guy for calling 311?
What is 311?
311 is
Complaints.
basically like complaints. If you complain about an encampment, if you complain about people selling illegal
Mhm.
food, drugs, whatever, it's basically like. So I've been dealing with this for like 8 months now. I finally got to the point where the task force was calling me. Hey, we're getting this lady off your block just recently. Like, because I asked the other guy, I was like, how did you get, because the pizza guy around the corner, because I'm cool with every single business in my neighborhood. Like I go support them all. I go fuck with them. They know me by name. They hook me up. We do each other favors, whatnot. So this lady, she she was doing her thing, and now it seems like it's over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, am I the wrong? Am I in the wrong for calling 311 on somebody selling in front of my place, basically soliciting in front of my place? Am I wrong for that? Because sometimes I feel wrong for doing that, and I don't feel like that. I should feel that way.
Depends how you see it. If you feel like it was,
I wasn't
wrong?
doing it out of hate. I was doing it out of like,
I
you
feel
know
like
what I'm
the person
saying?
should be in front of
Out
your
of-
building.
Yeah.
It wasn't even her. It was she'd come up and there'll be like 20 like there'll be like there'll be like 20 motorcycles parked up in front of our spot on the sideway, like scooters and shit, buying from her and loitering in front of my
There's
open
more
the
than
door.
just the person in front.
It's the what it
Yeah.
brings to it. So am I wrong for that? I just want to know what people think.
Not if you saw more to the issue.
Okay.
I mean, because the thing is, you see one person doing something, yeah, just selling something. But if it becomes more than that, then it's like bad for the area, then yeah.
It was getting my anxiety up, bro. It was getting my, like I told the lady on 3-1, I was like, this gets my anxiety up every day. I don't want to call you and do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me.
It's
That
bad
ain't me.
for the.
But
for
at the same
area.
time, it's like I felt bad, bro. It's like, dog, like
The fact that you felt bad means you're still there for your community.
yeah. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like
I don't know. I don't
it's
get why
fucking gray area.
she there was an empty space right across the street. She could have did it, right?
You know what's up.
I would have
You
bought
know
an
what's up.
empanada.
She
I
just wanted to
wanted
be
one.
stubborn. She just wants to be stubborn,
Yeah.
bro. Like, what?
And the dogs are barking, and like literally, there's nothing. There's like an empty spot.
I
she
just
could
felt like a
go.
Karen, man. I see all those videos of people calling, and I felt that way, and I don't want to feel. I felt bad. Well, I don't want to
Or
feel
what if
that
she
way.
was like, "I'll kick you down to empanadas. Cool if I
I don't
post
eat
here."
that. I'm sorry, I
No,
don't eat that.
no,
I don't.
I'm just
I don't
saying,
eat.
You don't have to eat that, but I mean, like, if she was being more cool about it,
Should
like
we
she's
play
kind
one
of
song
rude.
before we
I
head
ain't
out
trying to
so people
extort
can-
nobody.
Yeah.
Should we play Destiny so people can know
Blackmail.
some of your music there?
Yeah, yeah. But I think he was ready.
Should we do plugs?
I think he's ready to.
Yeah, do your plugs, but then put the music.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Plug
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Go for it. Ladies first.
What?
Your
The
plug, your instrument.
Oh, SF Hippie Jen _
Yeah, yeah. You guys can find me at Denero the Boss, DENERO Boss on Instagram. You can find all my music on SoundCloud under Denero Boss, and on my YouTube under Denero Boss. Check me out. I got about 20 projects online on Spotify and on every platform. So yeah, I want to thank Luke for having us.
Yeah, and in a couple weeks, we'll
Yeah.
plan something. Yeah, I guess a couple other rappers are like, yeah, we're gonna cause some havoc.
Okay, we'll bring a few. Yeah, get a little cipher
Well, I
going.
got a couple. Red
Yeah.
Baron.
Okay, you bring a Red Baron. All right.
Red. Okay,
Yeah,
we can make that, and then you come through.
All right.
We'll plan something out.
Nice.
It's a video, so we
Cool.
gotta plan that at the beginning of the week. We get some beats. Can you
Yeah.
think you can bring beats?
Yes, I can bring some beats. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll send them to you. I can pre-send them to you, so then you can download them. How about that?
Oh.
Work with you.
And push play and turn up 8, 9, sir.
Oh, 8 and 9. All right.
Let's turn up.
This,
Those two.
wait.
The next two.
Oh, wait. 9.
freestyle session
We're going
for
for
us
10?
not having any content
And
with
then
you.
you should be able to push play.
Boom.
I wanted you to chime in on the comedy stuff, man. I wanted
Yeah, he was really trying to be quiet.
I wanted to hear what you had to say about that.
He asked him 3 times.
Didn't know where.
Yeah. Hey, go get some water.
Did he want some water? He wants some donuts or something.
Oh, wait.
Sticky.
We're just doing it wrong.
Reality rap, that's the song I'm living. I did it, done it, and doing it still. If it was real, you understand why we chill, why we steal, why we feel how we feel. Till the killer be killed. In the field, we hold still, destroy and rebuild. Deal after deal, always got it for sale. On the shelf or on myself, you think you sick and need help. I'm ill with the skills for the work till it pays my bills. Till my destiny's fulfilled, enemies get killed, blood spilled. I ain't wasting the shell. If I die, it's cause I'm taking myself. Suicide, I'll be burning in the flames of hell. Like Spawn, going against all gods like rocks. Against all odds, through your far stocks and bonds. One verse, I still release the gun. Back in the skull, the whole world better respect my flow. I ain't shine, I grow. Every so stuffy when I hit the scene. Go deep, draw full of deep, flow a tweet. Set speed, ghost riding dirt bikes and ATVs. I stay so clean in the streets. Making money, living the streets. So that's all until I rest in peace, I'ma be in the streets fulfilling my destiny. That's the empire from the underground up. I know it sounds tough, everyone doubts us. Shit, if they only knew we do the truth. Risky business, reaching heights higher than the moon. Always on the move, pimping, she gives me the loot. And if I say so, she give you the boot. You going dumb, must be confused. That's no clue, this bomb can't be diffused. Through jewels, ice cubes, dangling on my snow white tee. Fuck y'all if y'all don't like me. Bitch, I'm bossy, you ain't no police. You pussy, man, you ain't that street. I'll make you bleed, sweet. When you swallow a hollow from my sweet 16. Better respect my thought. On the side, I know. Living so even I hit the sea. Go deep, draw for the deep, go between. Set feet, ghost riding dirt bikes and ATVs. That stay so clean in the streets, making money, living the streets. So that's all.